he does get the mix up, and he does get the throw off the mix up from the crouching medium kick. So well done to Omnishambles. He will be progressing into top 8.
Props for carrying that one solo while I try and make sure the stream doesn't explode.
So yeah, just a reminder, this isn't top 8 yet. Well, we will be going to the top 8 whenever the next match does commence, but that was more so just to get the stream started, to get people watching, because this tournament does have a larger turnout than usual. This is actually the first week we are capped at 32. We will be raising the entrant limit next week, but for this week we have reached the 32 entrant cap, which is always nice to see. EU scene is certainly growing quite rapidly, which is always good to see. And we weren't expecting to hit the cap actually this week, which is why that cap was actually in place. That was actually just a placeholder cap, but
I thought I was
next
thinking
week we will
that,
be raising that limit.
I thought, what happens if we do hit the cap eventually? And I thought it was wishful thinking.
But on the bright side, this week everyone made it into top 32, so well done to everyone.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations, even those who did go 2-0. There is something always to take away from that. And I did see some people did get 2-0'd this week, but on the bright side, there's always a good replay to watch. You got 2 free replays from that if you've basically been bodied in the first round. So make sure you watch those replays, guys, because those are really valuable, especially if you've got really badly beaten. You can see at each point where you got hit, why you got hit, and if you can figure out why you got hit and adjust your general sort of style and your general game plan from there, then I think you'll be making it very far.
Yeah. Apologies to stream as well. I can't manipulate the bracket. I've had to fall back to using old OBS instead of OBS Studio, so it's going to be a bit more janky this week. Hopefully, well, definitely should be fixed by next week, so just bear with me.
Killen Bro, all bronze are dead by now, right? I'm not actually sure about that. I think because in the past few weeks there have actually been bronzes in top 8. I think.
Yeah, we had one or two.
Yeah, we had one last week. We had the simpler Sront. He usually makes top 8. He didn't manage to enter this week, but he usually makes top 8. Some interesting things I've seen here so far, just from looking at the brackets. RXP, who people tuning in might remember from last week, who made the grand finals, got 2-0'd by Ripples actually quite early on. So
that's a new name. I don't recognize it.
And RXP actually knocked out now quite early, loses round 2.
Wow.
Commiserations there, but they did make grand finals last week. So clearly some a lot stronger opponents coming in. Through the bronze and the silvers, those sorts of ranks from these brackets that I can see so far. Omnishambles seems to be a regular in these top 8, so nice to see him in top 8 again. Meemanson got 2-0'd by Shadow Yuri. Shadow Yuri did make it quite far in top 8 last week, so that was always going to be a tough match, I think.
Still curious to see if he's on Geef or Ryu. I hope he's on Geef, really.
Yeah, we might actually ask him if he was playing Geef or Ryu.
Yeah.
I think this is his first entry in a while from Meemanson.
Yeah, he hasn't played in the tournament, I think, since my second tournament, so that would have been nearly a month ago at this point. Maybe a bit more.
By the way, Penguin, chat's just noticed that you've got last week's bracket set up.
I know, I'm fixing that right now, guys.
Okay.
It's because I've had to switch. I didn't update the bracket for my old version of OBS. Module.
Yeah, luckily this does serve a good purpose of ironing out all of our technical issues before we actually go into top 8.
Yeah,
so,
actually, if this happened in top 8, it would have been horrible.
Yeah, that's what these early streams are for.
OBS Studio was working earlier, but decided to fuck me just as we start the stream. So
yeah. So technical issues do happen pretty much every week, I think. But hopefully this top 8 everything should be all going smoothly, as we'd expect from this professional grade tournament streaming casting.
Okay, I've just got to set that bracket. I can't even modify this bracket at the minute. Fuck.
Just bear with us, guys. There might be a bit of a wait until top 8 because losers round brackets does seem to be progressing fairly slowly. I think people are
It always does.
having some long sets and taking a bit of time between. There's a lot of 2-1s, not a lot of 2-0s.
They need to think about it.
Yeah, they need to think about the character choice, their strategy, their game plan.
Yeah. Well, it was like when I had to help Meme with the weekly tournament, and every single loss, because they were all diamonds and flats, after every loss they went back to character select. They didn't even change their character, they just went to character select to think it over. I'm like, I'm so glad this doesn't happen in the underdog tournament.
Yeah, that is quite common, and when you get to the higher levels, people really sit back and try and consider what their game plans are, any adjustments.
Sitting there with their heads in their hands thinking, how do I win?
But you never know. We've had some kind of bizarre picks in the past few weeks. Actually, some bizarre change of picks. I think your bracket display is a little bit.
Yeah, I've fixed it now.
Yeah.
Screw it. While we're waiting, I'm gonna work on OBS Studio, see if I can get it working. I'll keep this stream up in the meantime. Don't want to be defeated.
There we go. You can see. You should be able to see all the correct brackets there. Got a new overlay as well for the Discord. Actually, I think.
The tournament chat, yeah, it should be there.
Yeah, the tournament chat is nice. We're upgrading, boys. We're upgrading.
Yeah. Every week, I want to add something new to the stream. I'm still failing. This is my 4th time streaming ever.
Yeah, to be fair, it's gotten better every week actually in terms of the quality and us just getting our act together. But feel free to chill with us as we wait for top 8. Don't worry, we don't actually have any adverts to kill time here, so it's just us. You just be waiting with us.
Oh, I've got a Vertigear chair. Chairs. I'll try and advertise my Vertigear chair right now.
We've got no Vertigear chairs to advertise. We've got no advertise.
Oh no!
What was that? Adverts.
What was that great Evo advert from 2 years ago? It was Mountain Dew, but I can't remember the flavour. Baja Blast. That's what it was. It was Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yeah, that
we could find a Baja Blast advert and put it in the background of the bracket.
We've had some classic adverts at Evo actually.
Oh, they always have one really good one that just turned into a meme.
This year was just Vertigear everywhere.
Yeah. They seem to have just bought out the FGC.
Not us though, no adverts in our streams. Not yet, anyway.
If someone wants to pay me to stream this, I will do that. I will happily take money and chill.
Guys, if you want to help fund the BID streams, the EU especially, because we need the help.
I want a new CPU.
We don't need the help because our turnout here is actually larger than I think any tournament there has been so far.
Oh yeah, BID. It is. Get wrecked, then, eh? I think I've realised what I've done for... do I realise? No, I don't. Okay. Ignore me, I'm wrong.
But seeing the odd couple of names sort of dribbling, I think once top 8 starts, we'll have all the watchers coming in full. But for now, But yeah, Meeminson now knocked into losers by Shredder Yuri, but he is facing off against Hop Healed at the moment. Don't recognise that name actually.
No, neither.
There's a few people just even before top 8, just waiting for their opponents, actually having some long sets. Duff Socks and Natu still to play. C Tatsu and Supers BN also still to play. This is in round 3 as well.
Yeah.
Still have round 4 to go until top 8. Omni Shambles against Linky. I don't recognize that name, but Linky
Linky,
actually,
I do recognise. I've seen him around the Discord. I'm not sure who he plays though, to be honest.
See, this is interesting because Linky's 2-0'd everyone so far, including the person who 2-0'd RXP.
Nice.
So he's on a run there. That'll be tough for Omni Shambles, actually, I think.
I kind of want to rewatch RXP's games, and well, the game he got knocked out of winners.
Yeah, it was a long tournament, but it's a very good tournament to watch, actually, because RXP made, I think, pretty much made in every finals, came back from 3-0 to 3-2, apart from the grand finals against Senzo, I believe. So that was good to watch. It was a underdogs tournament for real, that one, last week. But I see Shadow Yuri's in the chat already. Already decided to catch up with our stream. Just a reminder: don't watch the stream while you're playing, because A, you get really distracted because the stream's delayed, and B, you might cause a bit more lag when you're watching the stream. So just cut out the stream while you're playing.
Is Vinegar in the Twitch chat? I was hoping I could just shout my problems into the mic and he would try and help me.
I think there's quite a little bit of delay, actually, in the audio.
I only wanted OBS Studio because regular OBS I can't manipulate the bracket, so I can't show losers bracket. So everyone just has to look at winners and take a guess at what's happening.
Oh, Vinegar's in here.
Better yet, actually, anyone who's in chat, if you want to see the bracket, probably best to open it up on your own browser. Because I can't show losers.
Yeah, it's a very large bracket, especially this week when we're capped, actually.
It's alright when it's small, because it all fits onto one screen, but when it's once it's past 20 people...
We'll just be showing the bracket for whoever's playing at that time.
Yeah.
I see Senza's just got knocked out. They were in top 8 last week as well.
Yeah.
Got knocked out by Harp Healed, who's now playing against Meemanson.
Come on, make top 8.
Senza did pretty well, actually, in top 8 last week. He's a very patient defensive view, I think, from what I can recall.
Yeah, Vinegar, I will take you up on that offer. Because at the minute, I'm just trying to brute force it, and it is not working. I've got the settings the exact same as generic OBS, but for some reason, it just won't display the game.
It looks fine for now, actually, though.
Yeah, on regular OBS, it should be all good. It's been no problems with that.
I do like the Discord overlay, actually.
Yeah.
Is that going to stay up while they're in matches, or is that just in brackets?
No, that's just in brackets. I haven't found anywhere to put it on the game screen, to be honest.
Yeah, there's no spaces there.
Yeah, it interferes with UI no matter where you put it. There we go. This Omni Shambles, this is their top 8 in a row now. I'm pretty sure I've commentated every single one of his top 8.
I'm not sure if he made it last week, actually.
There was definitely a Vega last week.
Then there's
but it was him
Vegas who make it now into the tournament.
There's 2 Vegas I recognise by name. Omni Shambles was one of them.
I know by name. There's Spyron as well. They make it the top 8 sometimes.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
There's another one called Nevin, who I'm not sure if they made
PTF.
Made it. Yeah, and then Omni Shambles, obviously, and there's one more. I think
You can
tell I've noted down the Vegas by name.
Yeah. I've seen you talking to them in lounge chat, to be honest.
Yeah, just so I can take them under my wing, make sure they get far.
Yeah. Who else? Harpfield is a name I recognise, but I'm not sure who he plays. Oh, these names. Area Tolk. I'm just going to say sorry if that's wrong. Don't recognise that name either. So, I like seeing new names though. It's always good to see new blood. Oh, Meme's out.
Yeah,
What?
I just seen. So Neemanson is out.
Oh, Meme, that is disappointing. You've let the side down there. Well, you've let me down. I was really excited to see Meme in top 8.
Be
God
interesting to
damn
see Hartfield now in top 8.
Yeah.
And they'll be facing off against the winner of Dive Gaming versus Duff Sucks. Dive Gaming, I've seen the name in the brackets for that. I'm not sure if
I've never seen him in top 8 now.
So this will be the first for them, I think.
Yeah.
Ripples and Supers BN still to play. Ripples, the guy who 2-0'd RXP, the grand finalist from last week.
Oh, Meme's not in chat. I want him to tell me who he was playing. As you can all tell, I'm part of the Meme fan club. It's a one-man club.
His stick has been broken for a while, hasn't it?
Is that why he's not been competing?
Yeah, well, that's what I heard anyway. You can see him in the tournaments overlay. RXP told me Hartfield DPs and wake up all the time, but against me he didn't do it once.
Misinformation.
So Meemanson, usually a top 8 regular, doesn't make it into top 8 this week.
I don't know if Meme's ever won the tourney. Actually, I should check. I'm pretty certain he's been runner. I'm pretty certain he's been runner-up once.
Oh, right.
Because I think that was the same tourney he knocked me out. Actually,
maybe that break didn't do him that much good.
The stint on Ryu probably knocked him down a bit, to be honest. Don't switch mains, guys. It's never worth it. Oh, apparently I missed Drama. Who's C-Tattoo?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna go investigate. I love talking Drama. Oh, right. I see what's happening.
Major.
Don't be salty in chat, guys. Come on.
Yeah, just a reminder that there is a sportsmanship rule. So any unsportsmanlike conduct, you will be disqualified for a week from these tournaments. So if you've got salt, then put it in the salt channel because that's what it's for. I think a lot of people do forget to use the salt channel.
Yeah, I don't ever type anything off I'm salty. I just sit there and silently rage. Just clench my fists a lot. Lately it's because I'm playing Jory and everyone knows Jory's terrible, so there's no point in me putting it in the chat. Just keep it to myself. I'm pretty sure playing Jory's made me worse at this game. I don't know how, but that's what I'm going to believe it on.
I don't think so. She is actually good for a neutral game though. She's no Karen, but I mean, she does have a good neutral game.
I've spent too long off Mika as well. My Mika's gotten really rusty. Like, I haven't played any ranked in about since I hit gold. I haven't played any ranked actually.
I don't think I've played any ranked since a couple of weeks actually.
I've barely touched Mika in about 2 weeks.
But there's no incentive to play ranked when you reach gold because
exactly.
I'm not unbearable over in gold.
I'm not gonna hit platinum anytime soon, so it's like I can't be bothered. I'd rather just sit on gold forever. No one can knock me down if I don't play. See, guy in chat, drop Jory, he knows. I bought the game for Jory as well.
So, like,
this guy,
dropping Yuri for Ryu is just like betrayal.
This guy is me. Drop Jory, bought the game for Jory. I know that pain. I've got a fucking £60 figure of Jory in my room, dude. I know the pain.
I don't want to know what you do with that.
It's in a glass case. I can't even get at it. It's alright. Sometimes I take it out and I sit there and cry. That's what I do with it.
It's not that bad. I think some people
personally,
some people do keep her out of bottom tier actually.
I put her as the worst character in the game, and I know people would call bullshit on that, but I don't care. I would generally rather play Zangief than play Jory.
I'm really reluctant on these sorts of bottom ones because it's just like I don't know Sim and I don't know Fan well enough to really have an opinion on whether they can beat the bottom one.
You can put an idea of the bottom 5, but I guess
bottom 5 is reasonable. I think.
Worst characters, just who do you least like personally, and for me it's Jory. But I still play her.
Worst is debatable. Top 1 is like 90% of people will agree Chun or Ryu.
I say
worst
Ryu.
is debatable, I think.
I've not fought enough Chuns though, to be honest. You fight a lot of Ryus, you don't fight any Chuns below gold.
Yeah,
so it's hard to form an opinion.
You see a lot of Chuns in tourneys though, and in
I'm inclined to say
top
Ryu,
top 8 spot.
Because I think Chun's harder to use as well. I think she's a bit more technical than Ryu is. Like, I admire people who can instant air legs as Chun, no matter how bullshit that move is.
Yeah. Especially the instant overhead to air legs, which absolutely shouldn't be in the game, but it is. But it is hard to build off at least.
I should play some Chun. I like Chun, but my execution's terrible.
There's a few characters I want to play, but they're charged, and I just really can't handle charge at the moment.
Yeah, and it cannot. Like I'd like to play more Guile, but I really suck at charge. My hand always ends up slipping off the stick, and I end up losing a charge or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, Guile is someone I've always been thinking of learning, but because he's charged, it always sort of puts me off.
Yeah, I used to think...
Because Nash is fairly easy to play, so I picked him up in an instant, and it's fairly relaxing to just sort of zone, and it's quite methodical in a way because he's just like zone, and then make sure your anti-airs are on point. It's fairly straightforward. Yeah. So I assume Guile is fairly straightforward in his zoning as well. At like a really basic level, most of my most of my secondary characters I constitute as like bronze level play, that I can play other characters that aren't Vega.
So you call them bronze level, I don't.
I think they're bronze level for sure. Like some of them.
You take any of your secondaries into bronze and you will stomp your way up to silver, and you will.
What I've been telling people, because against people in the BID Discord.
Yeah.
And I play my secondaries against them most of the time because I don't really like stomping with Vega too much because it just gets boring after a while.
Yeah.
And it's like I tell a lot of the bronzers that I consider my secondaries bronze level. So if you can beat my secondaries, then you're all good. You're all good to progress into silver, and you're good to make that progress. So consider my secondaries gatekeepers, guys, into silver.
Well, I can't beat your secondaries with any of my secondaries, so that makes me rookie.
Well, you're an exception because you're a Mika player. Mika players can't handle people with fundamentals, can't they?
It's not just that, I've handicapped myself because before I joined this Discord, I had 400 hours in this game, and they were all Mika. I don't think I'd ever touched another character.
In Street Fighter 5?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I could say maybe at most I had an hour or two on other characters. I've just
looked. I've got 293 hours so far in Street Fighter 5.
You advance much quicker than I do then, because I think I have 5. Wait there, I have 562.
I wonder how much of our collective time is spent sitting in main menu or sitting in Battle Lounge doing nothing.
God.
But 293 hours is still quite a lot, I think.
Yeah.
But we
this
do
might.
have. Oh, I think
Oh,
top
we're
8
ready.
is
We're
gonna be
ready.
ready now. Cool.
We just making our way down. We're just on Air Moon's Shadow Yuri.
Yep. We're not going to start yet. Just going to take a
Don't worry, it
quick
gives me
split
time
second
to
break.
fill in the
Make
names.
sure all our technical stuff is ironed out. And then I'll be back on, and we will be well on our way with top 8 stream.
Yep. Shadow Yuri. I really like that name.
Right. We are back here. I think
Right.
the stream's running and all
Yep.
good.
We're ready.
Cool. So we are just gonna make sure we're back, and then. So first match of top 8 stream will be Shadow Yuri against Air Moons. Air Moons I don't recognize. Shadow Yuri did make it into top 8 last week. We did watch them progress a fair bit.
Is this the first birdie we've seen in top 8?
I think so. I've not seen a birdie on stream so far, actually.
Well, I'm rooting for the birdie. I'm rather sick of Laura's, to be honest. We've seen so many.
But
Sorry.
Shadow Yuri does have a Laura here, so like it or not, we do have to watch them. But birdie should be interesting. We don't see a lot of those at this level, actually. So both Ultra Silvers, actually, so just on the cusp of getting gold, actually, just a few hundred points. So we should see a lot of fairly good stuff, actually, out of this match. Not really sure how the matchup goes between Laura and Birdie, but I know that Birdie will want to do his best to keep her out and stop those endless 50-50 mix-ups. So Shadow Yuri, potentially the only Laura in top 8 actually, against Birdie. Does have to watch the jumping again. I've seen both Lauras last week, they like to jump a lot. Birdie has really great anti-airs if you do telegraph your jumps like that.
He's doing a great job of just keeping the Laura out at the minute. Can't seem to find a way in. Ooh, nice bullhorn through the firewall.
Seeing some good spacing here, some good use of those normals.
Yeah,
Birdie's
definitely.
normals are very good at keeping you out, and they will use them as best they can basically to keep you out. And Laura especially, because she can do a lot of damage on one hit in one touch. She does have the touch of death syndrome. But Laura here putting some pressure on Air Moons. Air Moons doing quite well to lay down his food, mark his territory, make sure she doesn't get in. But that fireball always quite threatening, especially because it moves so slowly and it does move over the food, so he can't really get that pressure if he does get a banana or a can rolling. And nice use of the banana head, but doesn't capitalize much off it. And manages to bait the V reversal. Nice grab for the V reversal.
Round 2.
So into round 2 here between Shadow Yuri and Air Moons. Nice read from Air Moons rather. Shadowry trying to dash in straight away from the start, but Airmoons had a good enough read to get the EX grab straight away. But Airmoons has to be quite patient here. Did try an unsafe sweep there. But like I said, does have to be very patient. Just really needs to get some good spacing like he did early on in the first round to really keep her out. And nice with punish there. Shadowry did try a raw elbow, was immediately punished by the EX chain grab. Does go for the command grab, but that doesn't work out. Shadowry probably no stranger to command grabs. There's a nice neutral jump to punish, but Airmoons does still take that first game between these two. Remember, this is the first match of top 8. So for those of you joining just now, any spectators, first match of top 8 between Airmoons and Shadowry. Airmoons the birdie, and Shadowry the Laura. So Airmoons again playing a fairly patient game here, just making sure he manages that space. Doesn't space so well there. Does get caught by the low forward of Shadowry. But Airmoons, if he can keep Shadowry in the corner here, does manage to jump in. And something we've not seen from a lot of Lauras who have made the top 8 here, they haven't really made the most of anti-airs or done any anti-airs really.
Which is a bit of a shame.
Converting a lot of damage, here in the corner. And we've not really seen them do a lot of heavy punch bolts, have we,
no.
to anti-air. Mistimed anti-air there. He did try and catch her in the air with the EX, but he does waste the EX with a failed anti-air.
Great use of V-reversal from Airmoons as well.
And if he can bait the V-reversal from Shadowry, he does get a throw off that if she tries it. But Shadowry does manage to bring that huge life lead down eventually to win that first round. So nicely done from Shadowry. And Airmoons with the overhead. And you do have to be careful when he does jump at you. Make sure you do neutral jump or even just jab him out of the air with that. I think he's going to start trying more of those dive-ins with those grabs, as I can see Shadowry is not really reacting too well to those. And a lot of it is just anticipation when just trying to get those dives out of control.
Like to see Shadowry rely more on these command grabs. His normals, well, Airmoons seems to be doing a really good job of blocking. Shadowry just can't seem to get many of his normals to connect, but anytime he's gone for those command grabs, they seem to be really working out well for him.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Airmoons is dominating the neutral fairly well.
Yeah.
He's managing the space really well with his normals and the occasional banana just to sort of to use as a sort of gatekeeper basically.
Banana and Can both great against Laura. They completely shut down the elbow, the raw elbow anyway.
I think if Shadowry can just stay vigilant of when he does lay down food, because a lot of birdies will try and jump out and catch you in the air if you do try and jump over them. And I can see the occasional opportunity to use those heavy punch bolts from Laura. But getting caught by the food a lot actually.
Misses his V-trigger combo though.
Yeah, he almost got those flames connected, but once again, you can't really jump on Birdie like that.
Birdie's anti-air is so good.
Yeah, his I think that's his crouch
medium punch. Yeah.
Does have a very good hitbox and usually catches any crossover attempts as well. So well done from Airmoons there. Just take it 2-0 against Shadowry, who did make it last week fairly far into top 8. But it will be Airmoons this time progresses. And if you can see the brackets, it will be Omnishambles again, who any of those people who were here before would have seen in top 16. Sorry, we're just taking care of the lobby and the brackets. But for the other 16 of you who joined fairly recently, we are commencing top 8 now. We have commenced top 8 rather. We're in the second match of top 8, and this is Omnishambles versus Linky, and these will be the winners from here. and then we'll move into the losers. So the winners can have a break, and the losers will duke it out by themselves, while anyone in the winners finals can just sort of chill.
Yeah, so I'm quite interested to see Linky in this one. Seen the name.
Linky's had a very good. It seems to have a very good run throughout the whole bracket. So.
Yeah, 2-0'd his way through to top 8.
Yeah, and managing to 2-0 Frostdiner, who I have played personally, and it's not a weak opponent by any means, actually. It's quite impressive to have a 2-0. And a 2-0 against Senza, who did make it into top 8 last week, but got knocked out before in today's tournament. Senza, who was actually a pretty solid Ryu, so it'd be interesting to see how Linky does. Also of note is the fact that Linky knocked out the same person who, or not the same person, who 2-0'd RXP, who was a grand finalist from last week. So this should be very interesting to see how Omni Shambles can handle this. He did have a bit of trouble in that top 16 match against Harbino's Nash, but Nash is always fairly tricky for Vega. They're not really used to someone who can keep up with their speed like that. It should be interesting to see who Linky goes with against Omni Shambles, as most of us know, is a Vega player. This will be Ken, who is this is a very tough matchup for Vega.
Okay, I think this is definitely our first Ken we've commentated. I don't ever recall seeing
there was
Ken in
one about 2 weeks ago.
Was there?
They actually faced off against RXP.
Wow.
I remember.
Shows how good my memory is.
RXP was really struggling with those dive kicks. But this will be a tough matchup for Omni Shambles. It'll be interesting to see how he handles someone like Ken, who can be just relentless off a knockdown. Absolutely relentless in the corner as well. But Omni Shambles again going straight off with the claw off, which is not a bad dagger actually by any means.
Classic Omni Shambles there though. It was an unsafe dive and unsafe slide into unsafe roll.
Yeah, if he doesn't at this stage, if he doesn't learn that roll is not safe, then he might pay quite a lot for that. But fairly calm match at the start actually. They're both fairly willing to duke out in neutral. I think Linky's just fishing for that hit confirm, isn't he, like most Kens tend to like to do, but he does have Vega in the corner, and Ken really dangerous in the corner here. But nice ball dive from Omni Shambles, nice ball jump. But you just have to make sure he doesn't get too predictable, and that slide is not a wise thing to do when you've got Ken crouching in the corner. Just needs to be patient with his offense here. Just needs to be confident in walking up with something like those standing mediums, and if he's good at whiff punishing, that crouching medium punch, very good for whiff punishing there as well. But he does have Linky in the corner again. Doesn't go for the slide this time, perhaps wisely so. But he's not catching these run cancels. I think you can jab them out if he does try anything like that. But Linky does get the hit confirm again. Omni Shambles dangerously close to the stun. That will be stun. He's in really big trouble here. This might kill, and this will kill. In fact, lots of damage from the stun from Linky. So Omni Shambles definitely has his work cut out for him here against Ken. But it should be interesting to see how he adapts. But I think we do have some Vega players actually watching in the stream here. I've just linked it in the Vega Discord, and we might have a few of the veteran Vegas watching. So if you've got any advice, guys,
all the top Vegas in to criticise Omni Shambles. You meant to help him, put the pressure on.
But yeah, here we go, starting again. Nice cross up from Omni Shambles, but he doesn't confirm that Linky is standing. Remember that target combo does require them to stand. If you don't confirm that, you just whiff and you all get punished, like you just did get just there. Ooh,
missed this cross punish though.
But you missed the full punish. But here's a question of he will jump again to try and get out of trouble. Doesn't, goes for the normal cross up, but you do have to watch out for those DPs which can just catch you at any moment, as a lot of people tend to expect from Ken. He's not going for these EX rolls actually, because those EX rolls do net you a nice knockdown and a nice meaty setup actually. He's going for the medium rolls instead, so that might be something for him to implement more into his game, because he does definitely have the meter. He's almost at full meter now. And something else he's not using is the V trigger as well. He's not utilizing. It's basically free damage if you get a whiff punish, or like if you can hit confirm off that V trigger. And Vega should ideally get 2 in one round. So
And not just that, if you're going to slide as much as Omnishambles does, use the V-trigger to make your slide safe at the very least.
yeah, you can hit confirm your slide, and even if you do hit them, it's not too much of a loss to use a V-trigger to...
Yeah.
You're not really sure if you can hit confirm that V-trigger.
It's better than
that
taking the
slide
damage.
Yeah, much better than getting a full punish from someone like Ken. And I would like to see him use a slide into V-trigger if he can, because it just presents that threat, doesn't it? Because the threat of a slide makes you a lot more hesitant to do things in neutral.
Again, sitting on full resources.
Yeah, he's got all these resources, he's not using them. He could have confirmed there, actually. With the standing medium into V-trigger, into super, which would have won in the round.
Oh, he does confirm
Oh,
the
and that was
V-trigger.
nice.
Finally
Just
gets
wake up with the jab. No meaty from Linky. So when we were wondering when he was going to pull out the V-trigger, he does actually pull out the V-trigger around.
Maybe he's listening.
He might actually be listening. But just a reminder, if you are watching the stream, try not to watch during your matches, because it'll be distracting and
you'll hear us shit talking.
Match lag as well. Yeah. But you can see how much corner carry that Ken has. Immediately gets Omnishambles into the right side of the stage. And Omnishambles doing fairly well, actually, making some good adjustments from last time. He did get beat quite considerably beat badly in the first match, but some nice adjustments from Omnishambles. Less slides that are being blocked, but again, sitting on full resources, he does need to recognize when he's got meter.
Yeah.
Both of them now on full meter, actually.
Well, the X-Dive kick, there we go. That was...
Yeah, and that's just what I was talking about with Omnishambles. He needs to be careful if he does use those wall jumps, because they can be countered really easily if they get red. And if you do wall jump when they're expecting it, they have all the time in the world to try and counter that wall jump. Especially someone like Ken, who has a multitude of options against something like that. But well done to Linky. Does convincingly make it past Omnishambles into the next stage of winners to face off against Air Moons. Omnishambles just knocked down into losers. And he awaits the winner of Heartfield and Duff Socks. So we'll just wait for the run of guys to come into the air. I can see Masked Nobleman in chat there. He's a very established Vega player. Nice to see him watching over the young Vegas.
How many more Vegas will we have to watch in tournament before they stop doing unsafe slides and unsafe rolls?
As many as necessary.
We've been commentating Vegas for 3 weeks and they're still doing it.
This is the way it should be. Vegas in top 8. This is our aim over at the Vega Discord, to get as many Vegas as we can into every tournament you can find on Reddit and Discord.
Actually, this will be motivation to all the Vega players who are in bronze or silver and are watching. The day you stop doing the unsafe rolls and the unsafe slides is the day you make gold. There. That's motivation enough to stop.
We are just waiting for the first match of the losers bracket here. It will be Heartfield versus Duff Socks. And I believe Heartfield has made his way into the lobby. We're just waiting for Duff Socks here. Heartfield, it looks like a Ryu who knocked out Meemanson. So it could actually have been a Ryu mirror match between those two if Meemanson did move to Ryu.
That being said, I do hope... Actually, it would make sense, though, if he was playing Zangief and he got knocked out by Ryu. That's very plausible.
Yeah.
Not a fun match. Well, nothing's a fun match for Geef, but, that especially.
Looks like both of them made it in now, so we'll just wait for these two to accept them. It looks like a Ryu mirror match, actually. The most
Sleeper
matches, they say. The Goku versus the Goku. Vanilla versus Vanilla. A match of the ages here.
Duff Socks is Irish though, so I'm gonna root for Duff Socks. I've got a bit of Irish in me, so I know who I'm getting behind.
We will be underway here, and this will indeed be a Ryu mirror match. None of them taking a Halloween costume.
Ah, someone took the terrible story costume. I just spelled Harfield's name wrong. I deeply apologise.
Round one. Fight.
But both at Super Silver, just on the cusp there, just going over Super Silver. So both Ryu, so they should really know this matchup like the back of their hand, really.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if there's anything that they fall for. But an onstage sweep there from Hartfield, and both being very cagey. I think they're very aware that the other guy knows.
Not too much.
The game plan
to,
does seem to be very similar.
to go off here. Got a bit of downtime on our hands.
We do.
Who would like to hear about my week? I've had a very interesting week.
But we do have an interesting neutral game actually here, because obviously they both have the same normals, and we're very solid in the neutral as well.
They call this the purest Street Fighter.
But nice cross counter. Oh, he does mess up the punish combo, and Duff Socks does mess up the counter, his counter punish from that. I'm not sure if there's a bit of lag here. They're throwing some punches in at full screen. I think they might be trying to fireball.
That crouch medium anti-air.
Eventually.
This is quite a very cagey match at the minute, this. Oh, one take sweep, that's gonna get punished again. I know a lot of less good Ryus tend to really fade, they're just sweeping at any time. Please don't do that, guys. And I can't even... there we go. Duff Socks takes that first game. Bit of a cagey match. Lots of normals just being thrown out. Probably both are very familiar with the Ryu mirror, to be fair. Ooh, bad timing on the fireball, but Duff Socks not getting the full punish. Again, a lot of them, both of them seem to be blocking the start of these combos and then letting go of block on the last hit. Nope, looks like a Dooku got kicked from the lobby, but he is back now.
Yeah, apologies for the if you were missing the dulcet tones of my lovely voice.
I was just having to try.
There.
I was having to attempt to play by play. I'm not very good. I'm colour commentary for a reason. To be fair,
I'm back in the lobby now.
These unsafe sweeps again, guys, please.
You have to remember that when you do get V-trigger, a lot of Ryus just go completely sweep happy.
Yeah. But neither of these are making their sweep safe with V-trigger.
Oh, there's another dropped combo from Duff Socks, from Hartfield rather.
That completely
when these Ryus look quite similar.
Critical art as well. This is a very odd game. Might just be because it's the mirror, it might not be. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Again, the crouch medium punch catching the start up with the jump.
But it'll be interesting to see if any one of them decides to adjust their game plan and just go full rush down or just stay back.
Yeah, it doesn't
They
look
both,
like
sort
it.
of, they both sort of have the same game plan as it
Pretty
seems,
much,
as it
yeah.
looks like.
Kind of poke each
Seems
other
fairly
out.
even. Yeah. And these 3 sweeps in a row, I can't handle
Yeah.
these.
Neither guy is getting full combos off any of the punishers. They're just seems a lot of stray hits.
Yeah, but nice stick throw from the jump. And tries it again, doesn't quite work out.
Yeah.
But try and go for the double tick throw. That was actually a nice tech. But again, both of them sort of poking each other out. And don't forget that the fireball is a good tool in for Caesar. It can be basically used as an extension of Ryu's fairly stubby normals, actually, to be honest. But they're both really making full use of the anti-air jab there, so I think both of them quite reluctant to jump straight at their opponent.
Ooh, that one.
But nice confirm off there from the standing medium. That will be a confirm.
The socks 2 out.
Ryu wins.
Ryu is very dangerous once he does have that V meter forward up, because he can pause at any time, hit confirm pretty much anything into a super, and
Yeah.
if he wants, he can get a free anti-air as well if you pause him in the air with that V trigger. But that will be a Doff Socks with the and then we will be moving on, and later on they'll be facing off against Omni Shambles, but for now I think we've got Supers BN and a name which I'm struggling to pronounce here, but I think it's called Ariatol C, maybe?
I went area Tolk.
Area,
Like I did a hard
we're gonna
C.
call it Area. We're gonna call it Area Talk for now.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait. So there you can see the Ryu mirror match in Unlocks Glory there.
Oh yeah. Glory.
A match
That's
for
one
the
word.
ages, they say. But as you can see, two Ryus with basically the same game plan, just trying to outfoot each other, trying to get the old hit confirm as well once they get the V trigger. But this will be a match between Supers BN, which is a Super Silver Ibuki from Germany, and they were facing off against Area Tolk, as we've decided to call him.
Yeah.
And not sure what character he plays yet, because he's yet to make his way to the lobby, but Ibuki matches are always very fun to watch. And we'll
Oh,
see if we
another
can
Laura.
pull off- and there we
Yay.
have another Laura. Another Laura. and
I'm
we'll
so
see how-
sick of Laura. She
And we'll
is
see
by
how-
far the most
how this Ibuki
overrepresented
fares.
character in the EU. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, EU loves Laura. Laura extremely popular in Europe.
If we were
At any level
casting
of the
like
game anyway.
South America tournament, I could understand the overabundance of Laura, but I don't get EU's obsession. Laura mains are just people who are too ashamed to main Mika. Like, they don't want to be that cheap. So it's like, I'll go for the next tier of cheapness.
Bold claims from the Mika players here.
Exactly. I'm
But,
taking you all down with me.
What they will be facing off here, Ibuki against Laura. It should be interesting to see Ibuki's game plan against Laura.
Yeah. We've seen
But
one
there'll
or
be a lot
two
of aggression from
Ibukis.
They get the knockdown.
Alton's body, obviously our most notorious Ibuki, but did move on to gold a few weeks ago.
Yep,
So
previous
it's nice to
tournament
see
winner, now gold.
someone else filling in.
Round one.
But they do get the full representation here from Supers BN. But Area Talk making good use of that anti-air jab, which Laura now has apparently.
Sam had kicked through the fireball. That was nice.
Yeah, remember Ibuki can do quite well in jumping, like basically hopping over fireballs
Yeah.
with that hop kick, but not really managed to convert any damage so far off of Area Talk.
Yeah,
He
this is
is
going to be a
just dominating
perfect.
this match so far. This will be a perfect. And I'm expecting Supers BN to make some sort of adjustment to that.
Yeah, we didn't really see anything from him there. He needs to step it up.
Fight.
Yeah, and I think if Supers BN can get the knockdown, that is where Ibuki can excel.
Yeah.
She does get a lot of free meaties off a couple of setups actually, as Alison's body will probably be aware.
Definitely needs to stop jumping. Area told. See
Yeah,
if
a
that
lot
was
of-
anti
a
airs
lot
on
of jumping.
point.
And just on the cusp of stun here. Nice blocks to
Ooh,
get over the
gets out of
V-skill on
it.
the overhead. And the stun just
Drops
draining
his
away
reset
there
in
as
the
he
corner.
gets himself into trouble. Out of trouble, rather. And both of them reset back to neutral, but Super's BN still the worse off, as this is a tenuous
Yeah.
life deficit and
That was
does get caught by air attack.
Twice they didn't follow up on the EX kunai.
Wins.
So you've
A
got to
very
be
decisive
spending that
win.
meter and spending your kunais. You've really got to be converting that into full damage.
Very convincing from Area Talk. And yeah, I think Super's BN did do better in that second round, obviously.
Yeah, didn't get
not getting
perfected.
perfected again, but I think if Super's BN can manage to get that first knockdown and get some pressure going, that's really where Buki excels.
Yeah.
Fight.
Remember, she does have tools to get past any firewalls if they're thrown raw. She does have a slide and she does have a hop kick, which I believe can hop over firewalls. Don't quote me on that though, but she does have a slide, and once you do hit Laura, she does her firewall does dissipate after that. But does get the target combo, does get the meaty, but it's not a true meaty as Area Talk gets the armor EX move. I believe the armor EX move is invincible from armor from frame 3, I believe.
If it's the same as meters, then yeah, it is. Oh, it does take a round though. It's a nice adaptation
that was
by
some good
Super's
pressure.
BN.
Into the throw to claim that round. So much better from Super's BN. You can see some adjustments here actually.
There we go. Converts
Nice,
off the
gets past the fireball, yeah. Nice to dashes through the armor wake up attempt. Although it would have been nice to see a block into a punish, but Super's BN being a lot more aggressive here, actually, really pushing forward and getting them in the corner again. This is where they got the win last time. And Area Talk jumps in at him. Super's BN not really doing much about the jump ins.
These EX kunai really seem to be working out for him. I don't think I've seen Area Talk block one yet.
Yeah, his timing, Super's BN timing not quite on point with the meaties. If you dash forward from that supposed command grab looking move,
Oh,
then
that
they
was
do
sick.
get guaranteed meaty, but does get the reset, an fairly ambiguous reset into a target combo. And Super's BN doing a lot better actually in this set as Ibuki fakes taking her mask off in that costume. But they do take it one apiece. And we'll see if Super's BN can keep up this momentum actually, because they're being a lot more aggressive with Area Talk. Laura, not really many options once they are knocked down if Super's BN meaties are on point. Something I've seen is that Super's BN's timing of the meaties could be a lot better. You can see there, tried to dash forward and get the meaty, but it was too late. But Area Talk with his own resets now. Tries the dash and grab again, got greedy for that stun, but didn't quite work out. Super's BN gets some free pressure off that EX kunai. Does get Area Talk really in trouble now in the corner. Ooh, could have done a nice air to air there to stop him from jumping, but Area Talk in dangerously low life, and that target combo should take it down for Super's BN. One round off from progressing through the losers bracket.
Fight.
So let's see what Area Talk can do to sort of fend off the offense of Super's BN. Both of them fairly cagey so far, but now it's Area Talk getting Super's BN in the corner instead. Resets the position with the back throw. And again with another throw, gets him in the throw loop now.
Oh, wow,
Nice use of the dash. Wasn't expecting
Can he
a
get the
dash, was
stun?
probably expecting a throw of some sort. But can he get the stun? Tries the overhead, doesn't get it. And the stun, I think he's lost the chance for the stun now from Super's BN, but
I think
again,
he's
not
starting,
vigilant against those command dashes. Yeah, he's sensing
starting to
that
realise.
that was a risky play there from
Yeah.
Super's BN. Doesn't close out the round, but eventually does
Ibuki
after the
wins.
sweep.
Those command
was-
dashes are super punishable, but Area Talk just clearly no idea on how to deal with them. Couldn't,
Yeah, and I think they were quite confident that sweep would finish off the round. There was
Yeah.
quite a surprise from both of them actually.
It's go time.
But nice adjustments from Super's BN, and they do progress through the losers bracket. And later on, they will be facing off against Shadiyuri. So Area Talk did make it into top 8, but unfortunately did not make it past the first round of top 8 to make it through. And we will be going through the bracket. Yeah, there should be I think they should be ready for accepting invites anytime soon now. But nice play from Supersby, and that was I think it's after getting perfected in the first round, it's always discouraging, isn't it? When you just get completely bodied in the first match. Yeah, a lot of people have a tendency to sort of just like curl up into a defensive shell and just keep blocking and just really invite loads of pressure on themselves. But sometimes when your back's against the wall, you sort of have to lash out with your offense. That's exactly what they did. But they will be facing off against Shadow Yuri later on. And we will have Omni Shambles here, continuing through losers against Stuff Socks, who did get that 2-0 against Harpfield. And that's not the most engaging rear mirror we've ever seen, but we'll see how he fares against Omni Shambles Vega and see if they can if they know the matchup really, because a lot of people don't. And it's quite interesting to see because Duff Socks is, especially in his last match against Harpfield, he did stay in the neutral a lot, tried to play footsies, but you can't really play that game as much against someone like Vega. If they do manage to keep the claw on, even off, it's still competitive when you're playing footsies in neutral. And we'll see how good Omni Shambles neutral is against Duff Socks. So this will be the third match so far in losers as we continue. The winner of this making it into the next round here, and this is knockout from here. So again, interesting to see if how the neutral game will be between these two. Omni Shambles seems to be a big seems to favor the claw off a lot of the time, the clawless Vega. So it'll be interesting to see if he buys the neutral game from Duff Socks and decides to play footsies or not. And I can see Duff Socks being fairly defensive if he does want to keep him off with the long range game. And immediately
takes it off.
Immediately tries to claw off afterwards. A lot of Vegas do try and do that. They go for the forward heavy punch, try and get a lucky punch in, and if that doesn't work, they just take the claw off. But it does seem it does look like Duff Socks can pull off those DPs at occasional times just to catch off Omni Shambles, and you do always have to watch out for that against characters who can DP. But Omni Shambles is getting a lot of pressure off those knockdowns. Omni Shambles is in a lot of danger when he gets knocked down.
Seen him drop quite a few combos at this point, like usually just the last hit messes up. Really needs to try and sort that out.
Yeah, nice attempt at the corpse hop cross up from Omni Shambles, but Duff Socks did block very well and did DP just at the wrong time, right at the end. I think Omni Shambles starting to catch on. He does like to DP occasionally. Again, straight away, claw off. Not really bothering the neutral here, but he's Not a full punish from Duff Socks.
Oh, that's gonna completely...
And that is unfortunate. An attempt at super. Doesn't get a full punish again. That was a prime opportunity for loads of damage there. Especially with Omni Shambles just sitting on full super. Has been sitting on full super for a while actually. And again, not just not using those resources. He's got the option of V trigger. Doesn't convert. Doesn't hit confirm that blocked slide into V trigger. Nice tech from Omni Shambles, but he's in the corner. But he does have access to so many resources. Could have V triggered there off the standing medium. Chooses not to. Remember, when he has a full V trigger stock and a full super stock, he can convert the super straight from the V trigger.
One hit and he could end this game right now, but...
Yeah, one hit and he could take him dangerously close to losing the round.
Oh, that was nice.
One. Nice anti-air. Remember, you can't really jump at Vega when he does his V trigger stock, and he takes him again, like I said, dangerously close to losing the round. And nice shimmy, great shimmy there. Yeah. He uses the standing medium to finish him off with the shimmy.
Vega wins.
So some good play we've seen here from Omni Shambles actually. He's read Duff Socks fairly well, especially with that block DP at the end of the first round and shimmy at the end of the second round. He seems to be closing off the rounds pretty well. A few things he's not quite taking notes of here with the unsafe roll, and we've seen quite a few missed punishes here. Like we say every week, one of the main reasons for losing in a lot of these tournaments is that people just aren't making full use of their punishes, missing out on loads of damage.
If people knew how to properly punish some of these Vega unsafe moves, I doubt we'd see many Vegas in top 8, to be honest.
We're seeing a lot of rolls again, not hit confirming that, but it does get the counter hit off that. And this will be a full crush on that punish. Doesn't go for the EXFBA from that crush counter, but that still already does enough damage. Vega here again with V trigger stocked, and he does have the option of using it. I'm not sure if he is going to use it, if he's noticed the V trigger. But remember, Duff Socks here again, bad fireball timing from that. You can't really throw fireballs at that range and people can jump in on you. But now Duff Socks with full V trigger and full super can really finish him with one touch, and he does get the jump in. Duff Socks here having a bit of trouble with the jumps actually, which is fairly uncharacteristic.
He was anti-airing at the beginning, but seems to have fallen right off.
And that is something that can happen if he does get really caught into the neutral, the footsies game. You can sort of forget about the anti-airs at some point if they occupy your mind enough. And again, Omni Shambles here gets caught in the air, gets caught by the throw. Slide does work out for him. Tries the super on the wake up, but again, not quite a full punish, but yeah, and that was a prime opportunity for Omni Shambles to get the super off the V trigger from that punish, but chooses not to use it for some reason. Not sure if he realized that he did have full super stocked. Nice anti-air from Omni Shambles, but doesn't convert off it because of the DDP from Duff Socks. Duff Socks might get him in the throw loop here. Nope, chooses to meaty. And Duff Socks needs to be a bit more aggressive here if he wants to take the round, but fails to get the cross up, and Omni Shambles finally uses his super, finishes off the round.
He really likes,
a good round closed off from Omni Shambles. He did have the opportunity to use that super, because he did get out of the V trigger before, but
Vega wins.
He seems like saving his resources until he's absolutely certain it's going to kill or win him the game.
Not sure how much I agree with that so far, but it does seem to be working out for him. I think especially in this game, you can build up meter so fast that you can afford to use a super in the middle of a round, maybe even at the beginning as well. But well done from Omni Shambles, who does pass. For Duff Socks, the journey stops here at this third match of top 8. But Omni Shambles with a good OQ game there, actually. He did read a lot of Duff Socks wake up DPs and even his wake up super actually. So he did a nice job on really pressuring him and keeping him guessing during the knockdown. So we will progress into the next round, well, not the next round, the next match of losers. This will be Shadow Yuri up again against Supers BN, who we saw the Ibuki beating the Laura of Area Talk. But well done from Omni Shambles, who doesn't make it through, and the winner of this Shadow Yuri and Supers BN. This should be a Laura against Ibuki again. From Supers BN, probably bored of Laura at this point, because having to face two of them in a row in top 8 is never the most fun thing to have to put up with. But we will be moving on into this losers. And then after that, we will be going back to the winners, who will be facing off in the first of 3 in the winners finals, and the loser of that will go on to face someone in the losers finals. Just bear with us, guys. We're just waiting for people to accept their invites and come into their lobbies, but rest assured we will see Shadow Yuri and Supers BN facing off fairly soon. This will be the Ibuki versus Laura match that we've seen fairly recently before. Remember, Supers BN did get perfected by Aeriatalk right in the first round of their first fight, but Supers BN making the adjustments, which is always good to see. One of the big things that you need to do in these sorts of at this level in these tourneys is making sure you're paying attention, basically, making your adjustments, and making sure you can read their game plan and change yours to sort of adjust accordingly. But we will be facing off here with Supers BN and Shadow Yuri. Hopefully both of them not have the stream up, so just to reduce the amount of lag possible. And Penguin is going to have to carry the commentary at the start here, as Capcom is
Again
fit to kick me from the game.
This is happening every week now.
So by the way, just shout outs to Capcom server maintenance, which is always good. Good to see they're fixing their servers, not kicking people out at random when they're trying to cast tourneys.
Nice read by Shadow Yuri there. Didn't see many of those anti-air grabs from Laura, so pretty hyped to see one straight away.
Tournaments.
Okay, he did just whiff one though, so maybe my praise, it came a little too soon. Maybe he had got the stream open, went to his head. Ooh, Ibuki does go for the V-trigger reset, but every hit block. Again, whiffs after the EX kunai. Still got one bomb left, maybe we will see him close the round out. Still sitting on it. Ooh! Shadow Yuri just EX elbow right through kunai. That was quite close. Knew he had that one kunai left, just waited for him to pull it out. Good read by Shadow Yuri there. Shadow Yuri's grab game really been on point so far today. Would like to see him utilise it more. A lot of people not seeming to deal that well with it. Catches BN just out of block. One more will do it for Shadow Yuri. Ooh, grabbed out of the EX elbow. That was clutch by Super BN. But again, eats another grab. First game, Shadow Yuri looking pretty decent on this Laura. Can't tell you how good he is compared to other Lauras, to be fair. They all look the same to me, but
Round 1.
no offense to any Lauras out there, but it's a lot of this facing off in the neutral, just both characters waiting for the other to do something. Nice anti-air by Supers. Seen very few of them today from him, so pretty nice to see one. Would like to see him utilise more of the command dash. He kind of tore his last opponent up with that, and haven't seen him test Shadow Yori with it yet. And there we go, straight into the command dash target combo. Wonder if he'll carry on with it, see if Shadow Yori can react. Again with grabs. Shadow Yori getting so much mileage out of him. Again with this strange stare down. Not the character want to go in. Connects with the overhead into the command grab. Supers BN really needs to stop eating these grabs. Maybe a neutral jump here and there if he feels like it's coming.
Round 2. Fight.
Grab of his own from Supers BN there. And eating the last hit of that block string. Nice command dash there, just get it, the Ibuki craziness started. Haven't seen enough of that from Supers BN. Good sweep to punish the overhead. Again with the command grab, just dashes up and does it. Supers BN really not on point. No anti-air either from that big jump in. Not a lot of anti-airs in general, to be honest, but ooh, gets away with that slide. Oh, that was nice. He blocked the first hit after the V-trigger activation, but didn't hold back. Supers BN now fighting to stay in the tournament. Command dashes just raw twice. Gets to start the target combo, but doesn't finish it. And again, the dash up command grab from Shadow Yori. Ooh, Supers BN gets that slow overhead. Doesn't fully convert. Nice V reversal from Shadow Yori. Gets him in the corner. Applies the oh, nice crush counter. Just pressing buttons, keeping Supers in the corner, and that is it. Another command grab to finish it off. Really good pressure by Shadow Yori there, just keeping Supers BN pinned in the corner. Refused to let him move. Really nice stuff from Shadow Yori. Progresses on. Progresses to losers finals to face Omnishambles, Vega into Laura.
That is Omnishambles who did make it past Duff Sucks before, and they will, I think we'll make them wait actually if we go into the winners finals and then losers finals.
Yeah, it sounds good. That was a good match from Shadow Yori there. Definitely seem to have evolved since the last game. And our winners final is Air Moons versus Linky.
Yep, going back into winners here.
It's go time.
With Air Moons and Linky. Linky very solid so far. I don't think they've lost a single game.
He's 2-0'd every single game.
2-0'd everyone, apart including Omnishambles actually.
Yeah.
Who has made it into top 8 still progressing through that losers bracket with Shadow Yori.
Here's I was kicked from lobby. I've got to rejoin.
But we will be just sending out these invites, just sending out these lobbies as we do go back up to winners brackets. So just bear with us as we wait for this matchup, which should be quite interesting. Air Moon's also having a very good run actually. Now that I can see, Air Moons and Linky has 2-0'd everyone who they've faced in this tournament so far.
Yeah.
So only one person can win in this match. So it should be interesting to see which one comes out the better man or woman. Who knows?
Supers BN faced Laura 3 times in a row. Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah. That's three right. That's three laws, and that's three,
Jesus, we do have so many Lauras.
But both of them undefeated so far, but one of them does have to lose and go into the losers bracket from here. Remember, this is a first of three since this is winners finals. And both of them French actually, so they should have some fairly good connection with each other. Both of them on PS4, and both in Ultra Silver. But it should be interesting here because Linky has a Ken who can be very aggressive, especially off the counter confirm.
Yeah.
Hit confirm rather. But we've seen Air Moons who does like to space very carefully, does like to keep that distance. So it should be interesting to see if he can keep that relentless Ken off him. But they do seem to be both just on the cusp of gold. Linky almost making it to gold.
Jesus.
Just about 31 points off. 21 points rather.
21. Cutting it close there. We'll let you in. You're not technically gold. You're following the rules, but come on.
Round one. Fight.
So we'll face off against this. This should be an intriguing matchup. We've seen both of these two play before. And
Let's him get the jump in.
Yeah, he lets him get the jump in, which he's not really done in the previous rounds. But that is an unsafe tech, so he does get a throw off that to reset the positions. He's going for these dive-ins.
No punish off the crush counter though.
Again, the crush counter needs to get a full punish off that, and this should be a full punish.
That was nice.
And there we go. And just try to get a meat. He doesn't really convert off that, but I do get the feeling if he did get the full crush counter punished at the start as well, that would have been a much better position from here. He does have the V-trigger up though, both of them with V-trigger up. Linky will be very aggressive here with that V-trigger activated. But that was a nice anti-air from
on the tattoo.
Yeah, that hitbox very generous with that crouching medium punch of Birdie. So you can't really be trying a lot of those dive kicks, those EX tatsus, because Birdie does have a solution to that. Something we've seen here is not too many, not much laying down of the food here from Air Moons, allowing Linky to sort of run cancel a lot.
Nice.
And we've seen Linky does like to run cancel as well.
Oh, does throw the food in a very dangerous situation.
Yeah. Not the best
throw it that
to
close.
be throwing that stuff down, but did catch him with it. And Linky just trying to find any sort of opening here. I think his game plan, as with a lot of Kens, just tend to be get the hit confirm off the stray hit in neutral. But remember, he does have that EX fireball, which can be used as part of his fixes also.
Nice EX ball hunt. Does get the V-trigger cancel this time. Again with these raw tattoos, I'm not sure what Linky's plan is here exactly.
Remember, they are 3-frame tattoos, but that doesn't mean that they're the best viable wake up option. But nice jump command grab from there. That means full screen. I think he was probably trying to read the fireball there, but it worked anyway.
That's Linky's first loss of the day as well.
Yep, that'd be their first loss game. So no longer undefeated, but by no means out of this, as we are. Remember, this is first to three in this winners finals.
Round one.
But Air Moon's staying fairly calm actually under the pressure of Linky, which is fairly impressive under a very aggressive Ken, as a lot of them tend to be. But goes from a run straight into a jump in. No idea from Air Moon's, probably expecting a step kick or something. And remember that Tatsu can avoid a lot of anti-airs, that air Tatsu from Ken.
Again with the jumping command grab as well, not able to stuff it out before it landed.
Yeah, and those run catches again just not being punished at all. He's not reacting to them too well. And we've seen a few raw sweeps as well, which is
Ooh, the raw Shoryu not punished.
Yeah, he really needs to get that damage of the cross counters. Really needs to take advantage of every single cross counter that he can, because Ken can basically take a lot of your life in one touch.
Yeah, I feel like if Air Moons was 100% on his punishes, the game would already be over, to be honest.
Yeah, he would have
a lot of unsafe moves from Linky. Like these raw tattoos and these raw DPs. V-trigger cancel again, close around.
That was a nice V-trigger combo to confirm from that hit. And he does use the VX meter to get the kill. But that was a fairly close round. Air Moons was in danger of losing the lead. again, not using full use of his punishes there in that last round.
Ooh,
But
catch him
nice
in
read on the
startup.
fireball. Does get the overhead as well, doesn't convert much off it.
And again with command grab.
He's using these command grabs more aggressively now.
Yeah.
It's good to see, mixing up his offense. I think a lot of his time spent in previous rounds has been just defending himself and keeping Linky off him, really. But he uses the meter to escape from the corner. And again, with those, he does really need to watch out for those the wake up stuff from Linky, because Linky isn't blocking too much on a wake up. He's doing a lot of DPs or even Tatsus on wake up, as you've seen. But very dangerous territory here, and he's stuck in the corner. But
V-trigger
again,
combo.
the V trigger. He really likes saving that V trigger for the very last moment.
Linky
But it does seem to be
maybe
working
not-
out for him.
Yeah.
Birdie wins.
Linky just pressing buttons in the corner, gets caught out by the armor on the X-Ball horn.
Yeah, I think that is what's really working out for him near the end of
Yeah.
the round. He's not expecting the armor. He keeps forgetting that he does have the armor move from there.
Round 1.
Match point now. Well,
Fight.
match game for Moons anyway. I wonder if he can just take it 3-0.
He could actually take it 3-0, which would be which would be a quite surprising result
Yeah.
considering Linky's performances so far in the tournament. But Moon's doing really well to keep him off him. Again, not reading that
Yeah.
that jump in grab. And you could see another one from him here as he's fairly long distance. But again, like now he's starting to adjust to those runs now. I think he's just decided to... He's realised that he can just press buttons when he's running in like that. But he finds himself in familiar territory here as he's stuck in the corner.
He seems to be
With,
completely okay being in the corner, which is
Yeah, he seems to be staying very calm.
yeah.
Just the
Oh,
reset
nice.
position off the back throw. Does punish that V-trigger. And that would be a command grab to finish off the round. Very nice from Moons.
I'm really liking Moons' play. He's not cracking under the pressure at all, just blocking well and punishing all the moves. And that was a great
That was a
punish on
very nice
Fireball
read.
again.
Yeah. And you can tell Air Moons is no stranger to being under pressure a lot, as a
Yeah.
lot of birdies tend to do. Seems to be very accustomed to keeping people out. Linky throwing a lot of empty chabs in between to get those meaties off. I'm not sure. But again, with that DP, if Air Moons can just stay back and block after Linky's fake pressure, I guess.
Again with the
Get a
armor
kind of punish.
into the full V-trigger combo.
Air Moon's completely on point with the V-trigger combos at least. Does convert a lot of damage off them.
And the
Using
jump.
EX as well.
And the stun, and that's it.
I think he's just pressing buttons on there on the wake up
Yeah,
there,
he
'cause
really needs to stop. Quite a
he got
hate.
caught, but this is
Yeah.
that will be a set for Air Moons. He does really well in keeping Linky off him, so Linky will be the one knocked down into losers finals.
I think very much there, Linky not having much knowledge of the birdie matchup, doing a lot of unsafe stuff.
Yeah, I think at first Air Moons was struggling to adjust to the runs, but eventually he sort of got wise to it and realised he could just press buttons if he saw that run from Linky.
Take nothing away from Moons, that was some really nice
Yeah,
play there.
definitely. But that was well played from both of them. Air Moons does take it 3-0 for a fairly short set, actually, in the winners' finals. Air Moons will be progressing to grand finals to face the winner of whoever takes the match between Linky and whoever wins against Omnishambles and Shadow Yuri. So Omnishambles Vega, see how he can progress against the Laura of Shadow Yuri back in losers here, and we will be going for a first to three again here. This will be first to threes from now on, all the way into grand finals. So Omnishambles, as we've seen quite a few times before, and we did stream his top 16 match again. And we'll see how he copes against the Laura. The Vega-Laura matchup, a subject of a lot of debate. As I've said before, for all the Vegas, Laura's tend to be a very bad matchup, and for the Lauras, Vega seems to be a very bad matchup. So not really any agreement there from any Vegas or Lauras from either side.
Go on then, we've got a few seconds. What exactly makes the matchup so bad for Vega? Because I don't think I've heard you explain it yet.
Because a lot of the time it's like personally, I think it's actually pretty even.
Yeah.
Just to balance out the two, because Vega can neutralize her fireball fairly easily on reaction with the slide and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But basically, once Laura does get him into the reset mix-up situation, then he doesn't have that DP to defend himself with. He doesn't have that much to defend himself with. Once she does get the fireball off, if she does get the fireball off in that pressure, so I think it's fairly even. A lot of Vegas will probably disagree, but a lot of Laura's will probably disagree as well. So we do have Shadow Yuri and Omni Shambles, both German players, so they should have a fairly solid connection here, both in the lobby. So we'll get those on the ways in this first three of this top 8. And it'll be interesting to see how Omni Shambles adapts to Shadow Yuri. For a lot of Vegas, the game plan is to keep them off you basically with Laura players, but we've seen Omni Shambles really willing to take the claw off and just go full offense, and that can be an option against Laura if you get the knockdown. But like I said, a lot of Vegas are content with just keeping Laura out, so it should be interesting to see the game plan from Omni Shambles as we go on the way with this losers bracket match.
Round 1. Fight.
And here we go. So Omni Shambles keeping the claw on. No, taking it off straight away. Goes for the claw off, and I think he's going to try and get a full offense going on Shadow Yuri. And Shadow Yuri not really making the most out of the medium elbows to get the reset off. But Omni Shambles being a bit more patient than we've seen in there. Good. Some nice blocks from Omni Shambles, but does get caught by the command grab. And I think Shadow Yuri is quite wary of what Omni Shambles can do with that Vega, because once Vega wins that neutral battle, then it can be very hard for Laura to try and find a way in. But we've seen there good use of V-Trigger from Omni Shambles. We did comment before about how he wasn't using that V-Trigger enough, but it does seem like he decided to use it probably a bit earlier next time in the match. But Shadow Yuri does take this first round in this first of 3 set. So Omni Shambles seems comfortable with his claw off. I think claw on would also work as well, but once he does get this knockdown, decides not to convert that target combo with the EX Barcelona, but has got Laura in the corner now. Remember, just really walking forward and pressuring those standing mediums. Very good pressure tool for Vega. He just stepped forward quite well when he's got that. But baits out the V reversal, does block the V reversal, doesn't get much off it. But he's again sitting on full V trigger and full super. I'm not sure if he realizes just how often his resources are stopped here. But if you remember that Vega can't really get away with any raw flying Barcelona against Laura, because they can instantly shut down their flying Barcelona with their heavy punch from Bolt.
And just eats the command grab. And that's Shadow Yuri 1-0. Again, Shadow Yuri with these command grabs, he's been really on point throughout this tournament. It's just one thing I've noticed about him. He seems to really know when to go in and do it.
Yeah, we'll see if Omni Shambles can adjust with implementing a bit more jumping to his game during those mix-ups. And it'll be interesting to see if Omni Shambles can pull out a few command grab mix-ups from himself. He did have an opportunity there to slide to interrupt that fireball, but didn't manage to react in time to the fully charged fireball. And here we can see the pressure from Shadow Yuri. Goes for the V skill. Omni Shambles getting hit by the overhead, but does get a nice tick throw. Tries a throw loop, but it doesn't quite work out. Nice tech from Shadow Yuri.
Really nice escape from the pressure there by Omni Shambles as well. Knew when to press the button.
Shadow Yuri just sort of content to take those jump-ins as well, not really anti-airing. Especially against Vega, that heavy bolt anti-air can be really good against Vega. As I said before, you can completely shut down their flying Barcelona attempts purely because of that single move, which is one of the reasons why Laura's tend to be quite strong against Vegas. But he's opting to take the claw back on now.
Doesn't
I
have
think
to
he
get
wanted to,
jumping.
I think he wanted to keep her out for a second there.
Puts himself in the corner and then another command grab to finish the round off.
Yeah, he needs to start implementing some neutral jumps to the game now,
Yeah.
because he's getting caught up by them a lot. Be interesting to see if he can get any command grab mix-ups going, as I said. But Omni Shambles can convert a lot of damage off this because he does have the full super stocked. Be interesting to see if he uses the EX or the super to get the damage. Doesn't convert the super off there, and does another unsafe roll, but
No
not punished
punish.
by Shadow Yuri. Not sure if they realise that that medium roll is unsafe.
Well, I did see Shadayori try and punish before with jab and light elbow, but don't think he realised he could actually get quite a bit more off it if he knew.
Yeah, remember it's fairly deceptive just how unsafe it is, but
Is that stand light kick into crit glass?
I think that was a low light kick into,
That
straight
was
into
nice.
into the super.
And that
But
gets
nice wake up option from
That
Shadow.
was
He does
hype.
convert that super very nicely. And again, Omni Shambles sitting on full V trigger and full super as they lost that game. You never really want to be sitting on
Yeah.
that many resources when you're taking a loss, but
If
Omni
you're
Shambles
not-
does really need to adjust here.
If you're not going to throw out the critical arts at some point, why are you sitting on the meter? Just use the EX. Meter is pretty much free in this game.
Yeah, it's especially with V trigger, especially with a 2-bar V trigger, you should be expecting to get 2 of those per round, really. But bit of a pause here as they both sort of test their connections, I think. But both of them now going back into that neutral. And Omni Shambles throwing out some flying Barcelonas here, which is fairly odd.
Don't think
Actually,
we've
with the
seen any
slide
all
again.
game.
Yeah, and there's usually a reason for that, and that reason is usually that shut down those flying Barcelonas
Yeah.
really easily. But those go for a few there. And I think there is some lag problems there because they're just sort of throwing normals in at full screen. And I do think there is a connection problem here because they're just going to sort this out behind the scenes in chat.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking away from each other. That said, they are still going on it.
That'll be another disconnect. So we will be restarting fairly swiftly from that.
Wait, were you disconnected? I wasn't.
Oh, I was disconnected.
Okay, so Aduku's been disconnected again, leaving me to solo commentate.
So eventually there'll be a point where Capcom decides to stop disconnecting me from their
Yeah.
servers, but today.
Shadow Yori poised to take this round. Another grab. He's getting so much. I know I sound like a broken record here saying this over and over again, but it is true. Takes it to 1-all. Poised to take the set 3-0. Just gets the full screen slide from Omni Shambles. Grab with his own. Oh, nice. Beats the grab out. Nice whiff into it. And gets the stun. Maybe some life left in Omni Shambles yet. Nice. We gets the grab. And the EX flying Barcelona to shut down the neutral jump. Much better from Omni Shambles there, I've got to say.
Vega wins.
Really chose all his options really well there. It's nice to see. It's always nice to see a bit of adaptation from players during matches. No one likes to see a stomp. So, 2-1. Omni Shambles
Round
back,
one.
isn't it?
Fight.
Immediately takes off the course. Slides under the fireball, which is nice. Really big weakness to that fireball if you are Laura. Anyone with a slide gets right in with it, especially Vega. Lots of jump ins, no anti-airs. catches him in what I suppose was the dash there for the crush counter. Pins Shadow Yuri to the corner. Nice V reversals though to relieve the pressure, and dashes up and command grabs. Knows that Omni Shambles hasn't been reacting to the command grabs all game. And again with the unsafe slide, no punish. But nice V trigger to catch the jump in. And yet again, that was almost a repeat of what we saw in the corner before, the V reversal into the command grab. Is he going to do it again? No, goes for the jump in this time. Oh, the wake up. EX Barcelona catches Shadow Yuri mid-jump. Do I give Omni Shambles the credit and say that was a read, or was it a guess? I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure I can condone wake up EX Barcelona.
Yeah, exactly. He used Barcelona to get on the other side. The unsafe slide again, not punished. Just nice poke with the medium punch there.
Yeah, the one thing they're missing out on damage on is not punishing enough with full punishes, not making use of those. And again, he's not really noticed that. Again, I keep saying this, but he's not noticing it. But the full V trigger and the full super all stuff, and he has the opportunity to use it at any point now. And he can convert both of them for full damage. Doesn't make
See,
that
at this
slide
point
safe.
though, you could say he's saving it for the next round.
Yeah,
Oh no, he doesn't. He just spends it.
He just decides to use it anyway. But
I'm saying every time we talk about his resources, he goes ahead and spends everything. But to be honest, with his health, that might not have been the smartest idea. But he does take a life lead now, so... And it was worth it, he takes the game.
I'm not sure if that was the wisest choice, but it did work out for him in the end.
It was a bit of a risk, but yeah,
It was
paid
a
off.
very big risk, but it does convert a lot of that damage.
So Omni Shambles is adapting, does spend his resources and gets the game for it.
So coming back from a potential 3-0 to take it back all the way to 2-2. This will be the last game in this set. Whoever wins this will progress into the finals, the losers finals rather, for a chance to get out of the grand finals. But Shadow Yuri does, being relentless in that pressure, that block string, that does catch a lot of people in defense a lot. I'm seeing him try and jab her out of that elbow reset, but if Shadow Yuri can pull out a few more of those command grabs, can catch him trying to jab her out of that.
See, this is where Shadow Yuri is really excelling, just keeping his opponent pinned into the corner. I really like that. The air to airs as well to stop him jumping out. Some really nice play there.
Omni Shambles not really sure what to do when Shadow Yuri's got him in those block strings, those relentless fireball block strings, and those elbows as well.
That's what I would like to see more of from Shadow Yuri, just those endless block strings essentially keeps catching Omni Shambles out.
I'd like to see Omni
in the
Shambles
corner.
converting more of those that potential target combo, or the crouch medium into the
Crush
punch,
counter,
because
stun.
again, not using his resources again, probably saving his V trigger again into the
Yeah,
sweeping,
and that's
because this is
it.
probably his last chance, and that will be the set for Shadow Yuri.
Shadow Yuri goes up a tier once he's got his opponent in the corner. He really knows how to convert once he's got someone there.
Yeah, and Omni Shambles really not making the chance to throw a lot of EX moves after landing a lot of those standing medium punches. There was a lot of opportunities for EX rolls or EX Barcelonas that he could have converted a lot of damage off. Decided to save the meter and didn't really use the meter in the end anyway. So it was a
Saved the
bit of a
meter
waste.
so he couldn't spend the super. It was not
Yeah.
the smartest decision.
So something that he can take away from that is that you really need to be aware, work on your meter awareness. Realize when you do have V trigger and your EX stopped, and really be liberal with them, because they do build really easily through every round.
There we go.
But we will be continuing through losers to take it into losers finals against Linky and Shadow Yuri. So this will be Shadow Yuri staying in the lobby against Linky. And the winner of this will face off against Air Moons in the very grand final. Air Moons, you've seen the very solid birdie. Linky with his aggressive Ken against Shadow Yuri. And we'll see how Shadow Yuri copes with that aggression, because There are not many options, and we've seen against Omni Shambles, they can collapse occasionally when they are put under pressure.
I'm going to take my chance now to apologise for talking shit about Laura players earlier, because I think Shadowyori's been one of the most entertaining players to watch today. Him and wow, Air Moons, there we go. Been really entertaining to watch. Been a good Laura. It's always nice to watch a player kind of just evolve during the top 8. See what they were doing wrong or see what was working and carry on with it.
Yeah, I think in top 8 it's nice to see because you get more opportunity to see people adapting and adjusting their game plans as they take losses. We've seen quite a few rounds already where they've completely lost the round or completely lost the whole game and then came back to win it, which is always nice to see.
Just waiting for both our losers finalists to accept the match. Might be a toilet break or something.
Yeah, I think they might be just waiting for that. Just waiting for Shadowyori to accept their invite to get this match started, and then we'll be moving swiftly on. And there we go. We're into the match. Well, we will be into the match, but interesting to see how his Laura fares off against Linky. Linky with, like I said, a very aggressive approach. Does like the odd random DPs as a lot of us probably expect from
random tattoo, random DP.
But it has worked for him before, but clearly did not work for him so much against Air Moons, with Birdie having quite a few options against the aerial approach of Ken. We'll see if Shadowyori can cope with the offense from the air, actually, because she does have the option of just completely shutting it down with the heavy punch bolt. And it'd be interesting to see how she deals with someone coming in from the air instead. Because we did see a lot of missed anti-air attempts, or anti-air opportunities rather, from Shadowyori against Omni Shambles just in the match before.
Round 1.
Way we're on the Halloween stage.
So a festive mood here as we start on the Halloween stage. And remember, Linky does like to run a lot. He does like do a raw run into get into his opponent. And you're seeing here trying to get their offense started, but again we've seen Linky just interrupt any offense and basically steal the turn.
Throw the DPs out.
Yeah, he's really not content to just wait for a turn. He wants to get his turn straight away, as a lot of Ken players tend to do, to interrupt the turn taking of hits.
This is how you know Linky's soon to be gold. He's already evolving his gold Ken, DPing mid-block string.
That is the hallmark of the gold player. If you know how to DP mid-block string, then you'll be all set to get into gold. But just on the cusp of taking it here with that DP.
Oh, the command
very, very effective. Nice with the V skill.
Trademark Shadowyori at this point, the command grab to close the round out.
Yeah, I did think he was gonna do a DP there just to interrupt it and finish off the round, but obviously
we might have
feel confident enough.
Disconnect.
And that will be a disconnect again.
But that should be around to Shadowyori, unless
that will be around to Shadowyori. Yeah.
It's go time.
We will try and replicate that as best we can, but it's fairly straightforward there. That'll be around for Shadowyori at the start.
Nearly got through the tournament without a disconnect. Nearly. Definitely the furthest we've made it without a disconnect anyway.
Most of the disconnects have just been me so far.
Yeah. Well, no one cares if you disconnect.
At least you get to carry off on the commentating here.
Yeah, exactly.
But we are waiting for
my play-by-play.
them to get back in. We're just sorting out the conditions of and that will be around to Shadowyori.
Yeah.
But we did see some hallmarks of Linky's play. A lot of interrupt, as I personally do tend to see at this level. You have to be careful when you've got them in the corner and you've got them cornered like that, because they can just the DP, and they know how to. So it basically adds another layer to their defense. So 50-50s suddenly become 33s and 33-33s, which is a drastic reduction in like probability.
Oh, Dooku, you're top of the list. You need to move down.
Yeah, just waiting for me to go down the lobby.
Sorted.
And we'll be getting into this match shortly. And once again, Shadow Yuri will have a round on. And it was just the first game, so they are still going to go in the game. Linky's Shadow Yuri rather is going to spend some time beating on Linky, I think, in this first round. But here we are, back in the Halloween stage, the spooky arena. And Shadow Yuri does have the 1 round lead, which is not by any means decisive so far. Still in the first game here, in this first of 3 sets. It'd be interesting if Linky spent that time to adjust to what Shadow Yuri's been doing, which is basically a lot of command grabs so far.
Nope.
But it seems
oh dear,
fit to watch this game again. And I've seen a few issues here on the connection front in this tournament so far. Actually,
I did see someone.
Issue.
Yeah, I saw someone say in chat that Linky DC'd on them as well. So I don't know if it's on his end or not. Imagine we'll give it another go just before we resort to anything else.
Yeah, we are going to go back to fall back on the training stage as a last resort to make sure the connectivity is all good. Halloween stage might actually have some issues in there.
You did say you were getting frame drops on Halloween stage the other day, so maybe.
Yeah, there are some weird shadow issues and stuff like that, and frame issues on the Halloween stage that I've experienced so far. So we're going to go back to the training stage hopefully, just to minimize any chance of another disconnect.
Yeah.
But do bear with us because we are going into the losers finals here, just before. And the winner of this, remember, Shadow Yuri does still need to round from Linky. And hopefully they will be getting into this time, third time lucky, with no problems at all. And it does look like it's all good.
Yep.
So Shadow Yuri just taking that round from Linky. So we'll just wait for them to get that first round, and then we'll be straight underway. And this should be it. As congratulations to Shadow Yuri, who gets a perfect on Linky in that fake round. Anyway, going down to round 2, the first game still in this set. Apologies for the technical issues, but that sort of thing happens in an online tournament. But
nice block
Shadow Yuri again with the offense. Yeah, nice blocks with that V-skill. I think he's been caught with that before.
Yeah.
I think they're getting wise to that V-skill overhead.
Neutral jump to command grab. Finally, we see someone deal with it.
And nice V-reversal to get out of that pressure. Could have gotten some pressure off of that V-reversal, but wakes up with
very
now Shadow Yuri's turn to wake up with the super there. Linky getting a taste of his own medicine. But gets caught, just gets caught with that normal into the V-trigger. And he can convert a lot of damage just off that straight hit, and that's what he does there to close out the round. So now, with them each 1 round apiece, and they're going to trying to take the first game in this first of 3 set.
Oh no.
Actually there can be punished.
Yeah.
Nice to intentionally drop goes into the dash and goes into the command grab. That's quite... expecting that a lot. Yeah.
catches
Shouldn't get here.
Shadowori.
Linky just catching, yeah, catching pressing buttons from too far out really,
Yeah.
and I think he should be closing this round off fairly decisively.
Yeah, so let's finish it. Yeah, I like
So he will be taking
the
that first game in that set.
I like the neutral jumps from Linky there. He kept catching Shadowori, running in, pressing buttons. Missed 1 or 2 command grabs with it as well, so definitely nice to see that.
Yeah, especially against someone like a Ken player who they basically their offense depends a lot on if they can hit confirm off a straight hit. You really
Yeah.
don't want to be caught pressing buttons against them. But Shadowori with a lot more patient approach now, really waiting for Linky to come in. I think they've learned not to randomly press buttons when they think they're out of range. But again, we're not seeing any anti-air attempts at all from Shadowori. Linky being allowed to jump in here.
Neutral jumps from
And if
both
Shadowori
sides,
can possibly shut that down, again with the air Tatsu just being allowed to jump in, but Shadowori does manage to jump back out to avoid it. And again, another jump in. Shadowori really needs to shut this down because
very big jump ins as well, so he's got plenty of time.
it's a fairly wide and early sort of jump in,
Yeah.
so he should really be warding off against that.
Nice air swear there though. Again, though, just eats that full combo and just puts him back in the corner.
Yeah, Linky seems really eager to pop that V trigger as soon as he gets any sort of hit
Yeah.
off. And because he can convert so much damage off of that V trigger. Even just the activation can convert a lot of damage.
Gets crossed up, pressing buttons, but
And tries the command grab again. Linky's too wide for
Yeah.
that by this point. He's been caught by too many of those and he will need to get that.
it was only a
Punished.
matter of time before someone started reacting to all the command grab. Got to be
Yeah,
smarter
so
about them now.
they will need to be changing up their approach with a few normals in that 50 set situation. But Linky now keeping his distance actually this time. Just making sure that Shadowori doesn't really get too confident in their aggression coming in. And I think Linky comes in to sit back and try and get a hit confirm off a stray normal, off any sort of whiff punish that they can get. And again, being allowed to jump in for free from quite far out actually. But Shadowori just throwing wake up, I think they were trying to tech. And Linky with hit confirm there into the Tatsu, goes for the overhead and catches him with it. Now Shadowori in dangerously low life here.
Ooh, tried to mix him off a second time, but didn't connect.
I think Linky was anticipating the command grab there, but it did work out for him anyway. And the throw, which doesn't do much damage in Nero's case. A lot of other characters would have killed with the throw from there, but
Again, Linky with the raw Tatsu and it costs him the round. He really needs to stop.
Fight.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of the classic Ken Tatsu into DP
The
there.
into DP, that's what I was expecting to be honest with Shadowori, just shut it down straight away.
The classic fake fame trap.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
nice anti-air grab.
That's the first one we've seen, I think,
Yeah.
from Shadowori, basically all of this tournament. So it'd be nice to see some more of those from him. And you can see here, it's doing it did do a bit of like I like to say, mental damage to Linky because he's really not jumping in as much anymore, being caught by that one
Oh,
grab.
nice crush counter.
He's aware of it now.
And again,
That's
gets
a bit
command
quite
grab to
common,
finish
but,
the round.
Yeah, they didn't quite common, but it does get the command grab to finish it
Yeah.
off.
Laura wins.
Call
That
Linky
was
pressing buttons
a very
in the
convincing
corner.
round. Very convincing round from Shadowori.
Yeah.
Just take it quite decisively. So this will be one apiece. This could be a long set as they're both. It's a very back and forth at the moment. With both of them, I think they're both taking rounds with considerable life lead. So it's very back and forth at the moment. But you can see here, as most of these rounds start, they both sort of stay away and stay back in neutral because they both really rely on that stray hit to get into, in Laura's case, a big reset, or in Ken's case, just a load of damage basically. You can see the huge corner carry there from the heavy Tatsu. And Linky catching
Yeah, go for
Shadowori
the
in the
block.
throw loop.
Nope.
I did think he was going to try and go
I
for the
did
third
too.
one, but
Oh, doesn't
that's
punish
just
the
the command
wing
grab.
grab.
Doesn't get the punish off. And that could cost him the round here. But he does get the wake up DP. We've not seen too many of those actually from
Yeah.
him so far.
I see.
So he's being fairly wise with his wake up options actually so far.
Fight.
And again, both of them facing off, happy to stay in neutral a bit, but Linky back to jumping in a lot basically. Not seeing an anti-air so far this in this particular game here from Shadow Yuri. Links up with that 3-frame Tatsu, but isn't punished for it. And that heavy Tatsu carrying her all the way into the mid screen again. And he's going back to running a lot now. Shadiri not doing much to react to it. I think they might be trying to punish something, but
pushing some, Linky pushed some very weird buttons, medium kicking, roundhouse, and then into a DP with no.
I think they got a bit fluttered by the that mid-screen aggression from Linky, the very long block string there.
Nice dash up command grab though from Shadow Yuri there.
And they're both on dangerously low life. That's what the host has left. I think Arabas might have been disconnected, which is our TO that's taking care of these lobbies. That was a very close round actually.
Really sorry about this, guys. I'm getting screwed by Capcom. Allah. Was that a round apiece, that game? I'm hoping they remember, because I don't. Chat, what was that? Was that a round apiece?
You can see the stream replay. That's I think that should be about a round apiece. If I'm watching this stream catch up, we will be trying to replicate the situation as best as we can. But you see Killanbro there. Someone's clearly been playing Street Fighter 5 in McDonald's internet.
Yeah.
But
Mexican McDonald's at that, not just regular McDonald's.
But we just watching the replay back to make sure we've got all the conditions of this right.
Yeah, and they don't remember how many rounds it was either between them.
Yeah, don't worry, the streamer's yet to catch up so far. And it was, I think... Yeah, I think Shadow Yuri took one.
No Web Lagoon, nothing will kill the stream. The stream is eternal. Check the tapes, exactly. Well done, well said, Shadow Yuri.
I think
no cheating here.
One. From what I saw on the...
He finished with a command grab, Bryce.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I think Shadow Yuri took one, and then that was one down to Shadow Yuri.
Yeah.
And then they were both on low life, so I think we could try and replicate that.
I think leave that. Well, I guess that would be their call, maybe. See what they want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, one round. How the fuck did Capcom do ranking events online? That sounds like an absolute nightmare.
I can't imagine how much of a hassle CPT online would have been.
It sounds like the worst idea ever. I can't actually believe those were successful.
But we're just trying to sort out the conditions of when the restart happens before it cuts out.
Chat, we're at 45 viewers. Everyone go share this stream. I want to break 50. The NA stream at the weekend, I think, got 80 plus, maybe 100 plus actually. I know we're not going to beat it. Yeah, we're not going to beat it, but I'd like to get at least 50. So go spam Reddit. So far, so. Go spam Reddit, but don't tell them I sent you, otherwise they'll ban me.
But we have all agreed that they will take they'll give one round to Shadow Yuri, but they will they've agreed to reset the whole thing.
Right.
Shadow Yuri did take this opportunity to go for a quick toilet break, but they are back now, and Shadow Yuri have one round.
I can understand the game quitting when one of the players loses connection, but why the fuck does it disconnect when the host leaves? I don't get what, like... Oh, Potato Internet, Capcom, sort it out. That's like 2006 style online gameplay, that, where it used to be peer-to-peer. If the host left, everyone left.
Yeah, it is fairly bad, but we'll be going into this, and we'll see another repeat of Replicant in these conditions as Linky has to give Shadiyuri another round. And I think they are 1-1 according to the stream overlay, in terms of games taken. So Shadiyuri would have been on the cusp of taking it to 2-1, but they will restart with full life in the second round once Linky gives Shadiyuri a round here first.
Nope. Wow.
Unless this, if Capcom eventually
What
lets
happens
us,
if this
trust me, we'll
carries
be
on?
going with
Because
this match.
yeah, but we just gotta keep going until it works. Thank fuck I ate before. I would have been starving. Back of the queue.
But they don't seem to be able to carry on with this set so far. So we're just trying to figure out what we can do with these conditions, because from what I've seen,
flip a
Shadiyuri's
coin at
always had
this
a
point.
solid connection so far. So we're going to try once again, and we will be getting this this losers finals to you eventually at some point.
Let's do this.
Oh, we're here all night, folks. This tournament is serious business. We won't quit.
Yeah. This could be a late one. We're not in the grand finals yet. We're still in the
Nope.
losers finals.
Oh god, we're not even. Yeah, you're right. I thought this was grand final. Fuck. Oh.
But here we are. We are attempting to finish off these losers finals so we can get into grand finals. Bunch of technical issues so far, but hopefully this should work out.
Round
Oh,
one.
thank god, it started.
And here we go. And Linky will be giving Shadi. And as soon as we get that, we will be on the way with the set. With the second round of the third game here in this 5-3 set of the losers finals. Shadiyuri displaying his command dash tech, secret tech, to get the perfect.
Yeah, that secret Laura command dash there.
Fight.
But we will be going into a full round here, both of them agreeing to start on full life here. And despite that interruption, they will be replaying to try and take this third game in this set.
There's that DP again through the block string.
But going for the throw loop again. Nice tick throw from Linky in the corner. But no punish from Shadiyuri from that.
Oh, nice by Shadiyuri. Nice reaction
Got
to
some nice
dash
corner
out of
pressure
the
going.
corner and immediately turn the pressure around onto Ken.
But we've seen this before, the wake up DP from Linky
Yeah.
to reset there.
Doesn't get his full V-trigger combo though.
Linky's still on fairly dangerously high stun, but also dangerously low life, so that might not matter anyway. But he does have that V-trigger activated, and he does convert a lot of damage off of that.
Punish on the whiff grab.
Yeah, it doesn't whiff
I
punish that. It
think
does
there is
seem like
lag.
they're having a bit of lag issue,
Yeah.
but hopefully it should iron out soon. Linky is throwing a few fireballs, and it does look like they're back to throwing in neutral.
Again, that raw tattoo from Linky. And
Yeah,
again,
raw tattoos again.
I know it's
A lot of opportunities for
reframe,
punishing. A lot of opportunities for punishing, but Shadiyuri does eventually get this
Yeah.
get this game. Hopefully, we can move on from this game swiftly. Shadiyuri now has 2 in the set against Linky's 1, and this could potentially be the third and final one for Shadiyuri if they can take this.
Round one. Fight.
And both of them just adjusting to the interruption. So
Yeah,
just
it's
trying
not
to
straightforward.
get their game plan just back on the way, trying to get their mentality back in, to trying to take this set. It has been a long set so far, so they do have to display their mental fortitude here. But Linky again with that wake up DP, Shadow Yuri does have to be careful of when he just wants to reset back into out of the corner.
Nice cross on the dome, straight into the tick throw. Puts him
Yeah,
into
that
the
was a
corner.
nice air to air as well. Good reaction from Linky,
Finish
and does
up the
eventually get
overhead.
the overhead. And he's landed a few of those so far, so he's
Yeah.
having success with that overhead.
Round 2.
And Linky with the chance to take it to 2-2. And Shadow Yuri, if he can take this round, he will be around the way from winning the whole set.
Getting a lot of damage out of that stand roundhouse. Ken stand roundhouse really good.
Doesn't seem to take advantage of that crush counter though.
No.
Not making the most of this this potential damage, which again, a big source of lost damage for people is punishes that go well unpunished really.
Oh, that was
Optimal or
a
missed combos.
nice amount of damage there. Misses the V-trigger conversion again.
I think they should know from now, Shadow Yuri, that Linky can and will wake up if they feel under too much pressure. But Shadow Yuri seems content with the amount of damage that they did get. Does get caught with the cross-up
Yeah.
Tatsu, which can do in V-trigger, and is potentially one command grab away from victory if they can land one. But does get one with the combo anyway, which punishes Linky's attempt on offense, and is one round away from taking this set, with Shadow Yuri with 2 and Linky with just the 1.
Nice air to air there. Can't anti-air, so just commits to the air to airs instead.
Yeah, I think they're both trying to figure out that neutral. He tries to DP on Shadow Yuri's wake up, doesn't quite work out, doesn't get a full punish off that, unfortunately.
Let's go for the run up tick throw. We've seen quite a few of those as well. Shadow Yuri just onto it.
And those tattoos again does get punished.
Really
somewhat
don't
by
like
Shadow
any
Yuri.
of these tattoos. These raw tattoos are tilting me, to be honest. You don't even get that much off it, even if it connects, to be honest, so...
No, I think in V-Trigger it's much more viable in V-Trigger
Yeah.
because of the cross-up property, but just throwing the roll at that, I'm not sure if there's much you can get from that. But Shadow Yuri not really full punishing those, and in danger of losing this close game here.
Crush counter should be
But it does get the crush count, and this should be the round, and that
Nice.
will be the set for Shadow Yuri. Eventually getting that very long set because of those technical issues, but Shadow Yuri does get that third win in that set.
Yeah, commiseration's still Linky. It's not fun having your set broken up like that, but does take third place. Very respectable in what is the biggest tournament we've had to date. Definitely
Yeah, it was,
respectable. 2-0'd his way through most of winners. Did very well.
But I think at this point it's I think both of them are just happy to get this set over with and move on,
Yeah.
whether it's out of losers or through into the grand finals. But we will be progressing in the grand finals here. This will be between Shadow Yuri and Air Moons, continuing on.
Hopefully Shadow Yuri gives Air Moons a bit more of a challenge than Linky did.
Yeah,
Hoping not
Linky
to
had
see
a lot of-
another 3-0 stomp.
a lot of trouble with the with Air Moons just staying really
Yeah.
calm under pressure. You can tell he's being under pressure is not exactly alien to him. I think a lot of birdies do
yeah.
get that situation a lot.
We did see Air Moon's 2-0 Shadow Yuri earlier. It wasn't the greatest game for Shadow Yuri, so hopefully he's adapted. Has a bit more luck this time round. Saw a lot of
Yeah.
those raw elbows and he kept dashing into cans and bananas. Really can't be afford to be doing that. Same with his command dashes. It's just going to completely shut that aspect of your game down.
Yeah. But we'll be going into these grand finals. it did take a bit of a while, but we did get through that losers final set, and this will be potentially the last set in this grand finals, if Shadiyuri does not reset the bracket. Both of them at Ultra Silver. A lot of the people on top 4 on the cusp of getting gold actually. So
Yeah.
I'd expect them to graduate to gold at some point.
Yeah, I'd
very soon,
expect not
actually.
to see at least 1 or 2 of these people back next week, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's always good. It's what the tournament's here for. Helps people who are on the cusp make that breakthrough, really. It's a great way
Yeah.
of just keeping track of your own progress, to be honest. I haven't updated the names. There we go.
but we'll get grand finals on the way. Hopefully, no. This will be between Chelly and Airmoon's Birdie here. And Airmoon's immediately with the backdash. I think he's going to be completely content with keeping Laura out. And he's doing a fairly good job at that so far. Does miss that grab when he tries to dive in. But Shadiyuri fairly jumpy here at the moment. I think if you jump like that a lot, they will be caught by
Yeah.
the very good anti-airs of Airmoon's Birdie rather. But Airmoon's doesn't anti-air there, does allow Shadiyuri in. And Shadiyuri with the raw V skill to get the crush counter. But we've seen Airmoon do that before. He does use the armor move to get him out of trouble once in a while.
Yeah, especially when he's cornered, he really seems to like just getting out of that pressure with the armor.
Yeah, exactly. And he is trying to make a few reads here with the chain grabs, but none
Like
of
that
them
V
quite.
reversal.
But Airmoon's had a lot of grey life taken out. And
Airmoon just seems to have
Shadiyuri.
stopped anti-airing as well. Got Shadiyuri getting 2 free jump-ins there. Does
yeah,
take
both
the
of them
round anyway.
Neutral
but-
jumping there.
Round 2.
A fairly strange interaction there with both of them neutral jumping, but Shadiyuri almost actually took it back because Airmoon's, I think, probably got a bit too defensive, just sort of stayed still and blocked. And I think he was trying to just poke Shadiyuri out, but Shadiyuri does maintain that offense at this point. Back dashes
Ooh,
away
catch
while they're in
that.
offense. I'm not sure what I think about that. But Airmoon is allowed to set up a few bits of offense here. He's doing very well with his V reversal to just get her off at the earliest possible opportunity.
Smart by Shadiyuri there not to jump in when the banana was down. He's jumped in a few times and landed on top of the banana. So it's good
Yeah,
to
so
see.
I think we've seen Airmoon's use the V trigger combo a lot, but I think in this matchup, I think we'll see a lot of him doing V reversals to try and get out of those resets and mix-ups by Laura.
Using the armor again on the forward heavy punch gets the crush counter. A lot of people don't know how to deal with that
Really
move.
good use of that armor. But he's got the banana down. He's if he's got his food down, then that's really his game at the moment because he's
Yeah.
got such a life lead. Still 30 seconds to go, but he can finish Shadiyuri off. Does take the grey health off, so any hit here can finish
Shadiyuri
him.
has got V-Trigger and Super, but does not get a chance to use it.
And again, that armor finishing
Yeah.
Shadiyuri off.
Birdie wins.
Fairly unsafe option, but Airmoon does seem to be using it quite smart, actually. Using it at the right times when Shadiyuri is trying to build the pressure.
Round
But
1.
he does take this first round, or the first game rather, in this grand final set. Shadiyuri with a bit of work to do to try and reset the bracket here. Airmoon's 1-0 up. And again, Airmoon's not really anti-airing that
Yeah.
much. Yeah, we've seen him anti-air quite well in the past, but he seems to have forgotten how to.
Nice banana there just to trip Shadiyuri as he dashes in. I've seen him
Tries,
dash in,
tries to
command
hold
grab
that
a lot.
chain. But he does eventually get the grab to reset her into the corner.
Command grab, so much damage. Nice. Just pins him in with a block string and then just goes for the jumping command grab. guesses
Yeah,
that
you
Shadow
see a
Yori
lot-
won't react.
You see a lot of birdies do that when
Yeah.
just to finish off the round. They'll go for the jump in.
A lot of people
Yeah,
just scared to press buttons after the block string. Very smart.
So once Shadiyuri is on low life, they do need to be of that jump and grab because it is fully reactable. It's just you don't really anticipate it when you're busy blocking his relentless buttons in the corner. But now it's Shadiyuri's turn to get air moons in the corner. Again, no anti-air. He was trying to poke her out there. Nice air to air from Shadiyuri. Does take him out of the air into the reset.
Oh, that was a nice reset
Come
in
on
the
grab,
corner.
and that
One
almost
hit,
gets a stun.
he gets it. That was really nice play by
Just needs a
Shadiyuri.
little tap to get the stun. That was a very nice sequence of resets from Shadiyuri.
Again, if Shadiyuri can get his opponents into the corner and get those resets started. That being said, he has done the same side reset every time. So I'm wondering if Air Moons will realise that if he goes for it again.
But Emi's being a lot more aggressive there. That command grab doing a lot of damage. And now it's Air Moon's turn to get Shadiyuri in the corner because Air Moons has been a lot more aggressive this round. I think he's realised that he can actually have more success if he's going forward rather than going back and trying to zone her out. But a nice air-to-air reaction from Shadiyuri to take him out of the air. And Shadiyuri just struggling in this round to get the offense started, and that will be the round. That means being allowed to just walk up and get the command grab.
Birdie wins.
And that will be a second game for Air Moons. This could be 3-0 if Shadiyuri can't stop Air Moon's relentless assault here. You seen Air Moon's change his game plan here? A lot more aggressive actually.
Not just walking back, throwing down the food, definitely taking the fight to Shadiyuri.
But Air Moons does have the advantage at this range in neutral in Fritzy's range because his buttons can go very far, do outrange that with Laura's.
Nice anti-air, finally.
And we finally get to see the anti-airs that we saw before. He has before been very solid on his anti-airs.
Smart there on the buttons as well to stop.
And again,
Shadiyuri
the anti-air, I think he's remembered how to anti-air this time now. And nice V reversal from Shadiyuri. He doesn't get much off it, does get caught with the EX charge from Air Moons.
Yeah, definitely
And
remembered the crouch medium punch as a button now.
And again, realising how to anti-air, and
Wakes
he
up
did
the
shut out.
DX,
I think that round was really down to the anti-airs being able
yeah,
to...
definitely. Completely shut
Shadiyuri's
down
approach.
Shadiyuri's crossovers. Couldn't get any real damage conversion off them.
But this is actually tournament point for Air Moons if he can get this round. But Shadiyuri now finally getting their offense started. It does take a while with a lot of Lauras, but once they do get started, they do convert a lot of damage off of that.
Nice
And
reversal. Just to get
Air Moons does manage to take her back down to around half life to make it fairly even on the life. But Shadiyuri now being a lot more aggressive. I think they've realised that they don't have that much to lose now with this round in danger.
One more hit to tie the rounds off.
Does try and throw, does just about whiffs the throw, just a little bit too far from Air Moons to get that throw off to finish off.
I really
the
don't
round.
want to see him jump here. Yeah, there we go.
Slightly too far for the anti-air, and does catch him with an anti-jump into crouching light, which worked for him there at least. Let's see if Shadiyuri can take at least one game from Air Moons. We've seen them come back before, and let's see if they can come back from a 2-0 deficit to stop them from taking the whole tournament at this point, Grand Finals stage. But Air Moon's having a lot more success here, and this could be the tournament for Air Moons if he can get a really good offense started. He is sitting on full super and he can finish it just in one super here. See if he can choose to use his EX for the armor instead of the super. But Shadiyuri immediately is using those 2 meters of their EX bar. Does get the crush counter here.
Yeah, he's missed every crush counter punish this game. Actually, really needs to work on
Really
that.
losing out a lot of damage.
But he does get the dashing command grab.
Does eventually
Takes
get
a
that
game.
comeback.
He
So
just-
nicely done
he-
from Shadiyuri.
Yeah, he just went a bit crazy there and took the round. That was cool to see. Decided
I think if,
threw caution to the
Shadiyuri
wind
can
and
get
started pressing buttons.
If Shadiyuri can get that offense started, then they can be dangerous because
Yeah.
they do damage in bursts. But if they can't, then if you can see Air Moons just shutting down the jump attempts from Shadiyuri, especially in the last game. But Shadiyuri does take it to 2-1. Does have the opportunity to stop Air Moons from taking all 3 games.
Bit of an obvious command grab attempt there. Misses. Doesn't get the full punish off the neutral jump.
But gets a grab there. Should have got the grab instead, actually.
Yeah. Again, the armor, forward heavy punch just right through the buttons.
We'll see if Shadiyuri keeps up their jumping. Because we did see how effectively Air Moons shut it down. But I think they seem to have learned.
Miss on the crush counter.
Relentless offense here from Shadiyuri to corner Air Moons.
And again with the wake up EX.
And we've seen that V-trigger combo from him before.
We've seen him do it numerous times. Every time he's in the corner, if he wants to get out, feels like his opponent's going to just press buttons on him. Such a good move.
If Shadiyuri can read that, however, they do get a good punish off it. But so far, they've not really been able to read when Air Moons is going to throw out that armor move. But again, not really confirmed much of the cross counter, but does get dash in. Come on, grab. And Air Moons, I think, just waiting for their opportunity to really mount some damage on Shadiyuri. Shadiyuri, I think, now being way more aggressive.
Sitting on full meter and full V-trigger now. Birdie can pretty much end this with one hit. His super does atrocious damage, especially if he's in V-trigger. Does spend the bar though just to get him out of the corner.
Yeah, does get himself out of the corner, but he still has that V-trigger for a good amount of damage in the V-trigger combo. Tries to lay down the food, but Laura jumps straight over it.
Just did there.
Just reads the timing of Shadiyuri's light, I believe.
Yeah.
And punishes it straight away. But Shadiyuri one hit away from getting this round off of Air Moons, and now they're both in danger of losing this round.
Ooh.
Clever V reversal from the can, actually. I think they were sensing that Air Moons.
2-all.
But Shadiyuri now
passes it. Sorry.
But now one apiece, Shadiyuri can take it to 2-2 if they can win this, but at the same time Air Moons can take the whole tournament by winning this round. Nice reset from Shadiyuri. I think they're adjusting their resets because before they would do a combo after the first reset and then command grab on the other one. But here they're going straight for the command grab, and nice blocks with the overhead, double overhead. But both of them just trying to get that hit to get their offense started at the moment. Again, Shadiyuri trying to jump in, but Air Moons gets a free reset basically off of that anti-air and gets that grab. And makes his dash safe. Yeah, that's very clever from Air Moons.
Oh, I didn't think that would
just about kills with that command grab. That command grab doing loads of damage.
Jesus.
That will be the tournament for Air Moons. So that tournament finishes, that grand finals finishes 3-1 to Air Moons. Well done to both Shadiyuri and Air Moons.
Yep.
Shad did have a very respectable performance there, actually. To win back at least that one game where they were in trouble at the 2-0 point.
Nice grand finals. It was nice to see Shadiyuri at the very least take a game. Shadiyuri definitely had, probably for me, a really good run through the tournament. One of my most entertaining player to watch there in top 8. And I don't usually like watching Laura's this much, but
yeah, I think with Birdie, he's quite uncommon at this stage as well.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people don't have as much matchup experience as people would have against Laura, especially here in Europe where they seem really popular.
I think it's the same advice, but if Shadiyuri works on his anti-airs, works on his punishes, could easily see him taking this tournament next week. That was really good play.
Yeah, I think there's one thing to take away is to, well, for one, stop their jumping so much against someone who can anti-air.
Well, especially once you realise you're being hit by it constantly.
Yeah. But also just making note. I think we say this every week now. Taking the most out of your punishes, getting the full amount of damage off it. I think not just in this match, but throughout the whole top 8, we saw people who could have won rounds if they had a make made the most damage out of their
Yeah.
full punishers. But nice games from everyone involved here. That was a good top 8. Apologies again for the multitude of technical errors, but that is the nature of these tournaments. We are at the whims of Capcom servers, so apologies for those disconnects. But we did get there eventually, following some fairly long sets. But well done from everyone who did manage to get into the top 8 and get through potentially to the grand finals. Seeing a lot of repeated names here, which is nice, some familiar names, and something that a lot of people, we did say at the beginning, but some people might have missed it, is that this is actually our largest turnout tournament.
Yeah, I hope
so
we get
far.
to say this every week. To be honest, it's the second
Yeah.
week in a row now.
This is the first time we've managed to completely cap our sign-up limit. So we weren't actually expecting to cap our sign-up
Yeah.
limit. So we are going to be lifting that limit next week to greater than 32 players. So I think we had 34 in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, 34 sign-ups in the end. And so some people
No,
weren't able
35
to make
actually.
it because it was
35
full.
sign-ups.
Yeah, 35 sign-ups at the end. So we will be lifting that limit. So no worries about if you can make it into the top 32 or not. And I think that might be the largest turnout of all the beginners and intermediates tournaments so
Yeah,
far. Actually, with
largest
both
EU
Europe
and NA.
America. Yeah. So really well done there, and I think we'll be seeing a lot of these names back in the tournament next week.
Definitely.
So yeah, so well done from everyone who got involved. I think we saw a lot of names from people who have joined recently. People who have joined recently, don't be too discouraged, especially if you did get 2-0'd. I think I saw some people saying that they did get perfected at some points early on in the first few rounds, but don't get discouraged from that. You do get a free replay from that, basically.
Yeah.
If you can watch that back, you can see why you got hit by certain things, what you were doing wrong, and hopefully in next week's tournaments you'll be holding up your own a bit better, at least.
Yeah, first time I entered, I got 2-0'd both rounds out, but you go back, maybe watch your matches in your own replays, and there's a lot you can learn from these tournaments. It's really a great way to track your own progress if you're playing ranked in the week, and then to take it into a tournament against other people around your skill level.
Yeah,
it's just a really good way.
And a lot of these people who do make top 4, like I said, do eventually graduate to gold fairly soon after winning or making that top 4 sort of spot. So it's a good bookmark point in your ranked career, as I like to call it. And you do get to go into making it into gold and further, where you get to participate in the general tournaments as well. So it won't be, the tournaments won't be barred off from you from then. But yeah, for this week that will be us. Congratulations to Air Moons, who is this week's champion, and Shadiri, who is this week's runner-up. And well done to everyone who participated, and we hope to see you not just next week, but in the chat. Just if you can actually organize sets with people that you might have lost to, or people that you wanted to play in the tournament. Just ping them or ping us. We've got mods and coaches here. They'll be happy to help you. So just participate in the chat and just participate just in general, and hope to see you next week as well in the stream, hopefully.
And everyone go spread the stream so I get Twitch money. There we go. Alright guys, I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching.